hello everyone. Welcome back to Wrestling here on the Nerds Roast channel.
How are you, Jonathan? Your head's looking particularly shiny tonight.
Thanks,
It
Dennis.
is, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's got like a red dot.
That's a freckle.
You've been out in the sun.
The home of the dome.
Yes.
Don't be ridiculous, Amy. The sun.
I don't
live in
Have
Ireland.
you been
What
sticking your
sun?
head in the ball of Shino machine again?
No. Who told you?
Okay.
Right.
I thought it was weird you were asking for bowling ball polish for your birthday and Christmas, but you don't even bowl. She just thought it was weird.
Either that or you forgot what a wax melt actually is.
Don't kink shame, Amy.
Yeah. It's disgusting, Amy. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Hold on a second. I've nothing against the wax melts, but when you're sniffing the bowling Shino stuff, that's an addiction. That's not a fetish.
Lacquer's real shit, man. I don't condone solvent abuse, but
Do you remember when poppers were a thing?
Mm-hmm.
At the back of the school bus on school trips to the Coca-Cola factory. Hell yeah.
So as you can see, we have a fairly full house tonight. So I'll introduce the roster real quick. On the left-hand side is Mr. Alan Morph, who was backyarding last week on Last Stand 2, but unfortunately, it didn't go well for you against Mr. Rob Midas. How are you feeling about the match, Alan Morph?
Look, with losses with me, when it rains, it pours. I don't think anyone after that watching Last Stand 1 thought a few years later we'll be standing with Jerry having victories over both competitors. But
that's true.
Boom.
That's the way it goes, man. That's the way it
goes. The matter is, I was shite.
That's harsh, man.
I didn't say nothing.
I blame the dice on that one, really, Casey.
I agree on that front, to be fair. I mean, dice can be a cruel mistress sometimes. On the right-hand side, then, is the defending world champion, who successfully retained against the stiff competition that is Bobbin, except there was a bit of a surprise in between there, Amy, wasn't there?
I actually can't remember what happened last time we recorded.
It was 2 weeks ago, Amy. 2 fucking weeks ago. Right?
I drink a lot.
Yeah,
okay.
Of course, yeah.
I really do drink a lot.
But, right. So you're wrestling Bobbin, okay. You're going okay, and then you got up too close.
Yes, sorry, yeah. And then and then it was the imposter of Jimmy Morris, yeah.
Yes.
Who still couldn't get a win, even after apparently getting into shape. Still couldn't get a win.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit more rounder.
And he said he was sick. He said he was sick. Yeah, me and Jamie are sick. He's not sick. He's embarrassed. He just doesn't want to come up here and have everyone rip the piss out of him for not even being able to win a fucking. Like, me and you were actually going to give him the win on that, and he still couldn't pull it off.
Look, Amy, he had a chance to be in the room where it happened, and he didn't take it. That's his fucking problem, all right? So
he only had one shot. That's all he had was one shot.
So all he wanted was one shot. Didn't take it. So
I hope he burns. I hope he burns.
He's going to miss out on all of these.
I'm going to say
and we'll all be satisfied.
He's just so helpless.
Honestly, needs a right hand man.
Okay. He's getting dumped on. He's getting fucking hair. Hilarious.
That's the best time to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's it. So, otherwise, on the left-hand side is also Dave playing Conor Locke, former national champion after a barn burner of an inverse match. And was the man in the center screen that took the title away from you again. Dave, how are you feeling about it? You're obviously a bit melancholic considering you're it's very black and white over there in Ye Olde, Scotland. How are you feeling about it? Have you taken it well?
No.
Oh dear.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Dave, you don't have to do impressions of Casey anymore. It's fine. You don't have to do that.
It allows me to disconnect, you know.
Does it? Yeah.
Yeah, it allows me to just go into a completely other world, which is a lot smaller than my world.
Sure, he's shorter, but however.
I love you, Jerry.
well, I suppose in the plus side is that according to the inverse match, your alter ego, the race has been seemingly defeated.
I have no idea what you're talking about. This is all gibberish to me.
Did you know?
All I know is I woke up in the locker room, my belt was gone, and Jimmy Morris came in dressed like a fucking tomato, telling me my title was lost. That's
a rough night, wasn't it? Rough night.
that's my extent of the knowledge on the fact. Apparently, I had a match.
One rule: never drink Jaeger brews. That should be the takeaway from that fucking match.
That and kayfabe is real.
Kayfabe is real. I just believe if that's the case, I just believe Jimmy Morris is dressed as Tomato all the time. He believes in his character. On a plane is a massive like inflatable. Sorry, that's excuse me.
Yeah, well, the thing was he was in a bit of a hurry because he had to get his 76 home, you know.
That's it, yeah. Well, it's hard to get on the 76 as a Tomato, but you know, I'm sure you'll make it work. Did I roll home like a hamster? So speaking of, in the center screen is our new, same again, double world champion, like it was in the last pay-per-view. Foxy, you're being weighed down by gold at the moment. How does it make you feel? You're kind of carrying the mid card at the moment here. It's a bit strange.
I know.
Joe, I just realized that the creators of the Nerds Are Us channel are the ones holding the belts.
Not intentionally. It's just the way it's fallen.
I don't know. I actually just realized that now.
Yeah,
there's the conspiracy.
It was as if you were trying to insinuate that this is rigged.
And Joe makes it worse.
Is like where this is going.
No, but what makes it worse is I'm incriminating myself with that as well. Who are the tag champions? Do we have tag champions?
The Youngbloods. Yeah.
Youngbloods.
Wow. Okay. Right. Lads, to everyone else that's in this call, I'd start looking into that actually if I were you.
And we thought Jimmy Morris was a fucking cheater.
In our defense, Tony is not a champion on this RPG. So, you know, I mean, you can't have them all right. Not a 3-8 bad, right?
That is shocking.
Yeah.
Who knows? I might start looking at getting a tour belt to that trophy case.
Oh, Foxy.
Well, we already know that I'm allowed. We already know that I'm leaving early today, so I'm not your opponent.
We have to wait for the.
Or are you?
Apparently, yeah. On the right hand side,
that's what he's going to do. He's going to wait till you've left, pick you as his opponent, and then fucking
squash you. Master plan,
Ratman.
No, it's not. Again, we'll find out later on tonight in the main event. On the right hand side is the new Future Wrestling general manager and executive producer, because apparently he can do both. It's Jerry Soule playing Rob Midas.
Can't be any fucking worse than the last one.
Actually, yeah. To be fair, this is very much a step up on our previous general manager.
So Decker finally worked.
Yes.
For once, a plan of Decker's has finally come together. He's managed to kick himself off his own show.
But yeah, either way, Rob, you have finished off another pay-per-view on top of the mountain. Your two clients, if you will, your colleagues, have walked out of their matches as victors, and you won your match as well. So it was a clean sweep again for the House of Midas. How does it make you feel?
If I'm honest, it makes me feel uneasy.
All right.
Because it just felt a little bit too easy, not in terms of my match, because like Casey knocked the absolute bejesus out of me, but I just have this false sense of security that things are going too well. And I've a feeling something is going to happen. So yeah, we'll see. But, you know, we're
sorry.
You're already in the hot seat. You're already rattled. You're already rattled, Jerry.
I didn't even say I coughed.
No, I'm not rattled. It's a thing where I know I'm going to do a better job than you. But
that wasn't hard, to be fair.
You know, am I just a pretender to the throne, or you know, is this something that has been planned for me? And I'm kind of just I'm ill at ease. So
okay, all right, it's interesting.
We will see.
We will see, indeed. On the bottom left, then, is one of the members of the main event of Last Stand 2, Cutter. Yourself and Jamie burned the house down practically with the Hell in a Cell match. Perhaps one of the best finishes I can remember on this RPG. Really fucking great stuff. But unfortunately, did come up short. But good match all the same. Are you happy with it?
Oh, yeah. It went exactly like I knew it would.
Okay. Interesting.
Outcome, everything. It was all expected.
Right. Okay.
Cheater's gonna cheat.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah, that makes more sense.
I was waiting for the jab. I was waiting for it.
Yeah, it was just like you're expecting the side in the jab in the ribs, but you don't know which side.
No, look, obviously, yeah. Great match. Both beaten up. A loss is a loss. That's it. The heels won in the way heels win.
Yep.
And that's it. I'm sure Cutter will have something to say about it.
I'm sure he will. We'll be hearing from him tonight. Down the bottom then as well, it was my opponent from Last Stand 2 and victorious in our Loser Leaves Town match. Kira playing Violet Storm. So again, you are perhaps targeting your sides back to Casey Colt here. What has Violet Storm got in store for us tonight? In that regard, back on the hunt for championship gold, I assume.
Absolutely, targets back on Casey's back. So that's where Violet is focused.
Very good. Very good.
Anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. And then last but certainly not least is the victor of the Hell in a Cell match and very much the top of the power rankings, if you will, Mr. James Rage. Again, a barnstormer match with Cutter, and it's fair to say you were on a high at the moment. What's next for James Rage for the next 2 weeks?
At Last Stand, I did everything I said I was going to do. And as for what's next, I'll discuss that where I discuss all of my business right out there in front of the whole damn world.
Fantastic.
With Midas's cock firmly in your throat.
You're only fucking jealous.
So, in any case...
I refuse to answer that question.
You just message me privately, baby.
Filth. Utter filth. So let's get a show on. Start on the show then. So we get our opening credits that you've just seen, and we get welcomed to ringside by Mike Dublin as ever, and we hear the music of Rob Midas playing out in the background as the commentator welcomes us to the show, basically confirming that the show is starting with Rob Midas in the ring, along with his whole entourage of the world champion Casey Colt, James Rage, Wayne Kyle, who is now on the show. Very much a full line of stern of the power players in future wrestling, and the commentator will pass to Rob Midas going, well, obviously Last Stand 2 was an incredible night of wrestling for every part of the roster here. We had backyard matches, inverse matches, we had a Hell in a Cell match, and of course a surprisingly shocking the World Championship match, which we'll get to later on tonight. But one of the major takeaways from that is that Carl Decker no longer the general manager of the show, and we believe we're going to have news on that imminently, as several members of this executive producer group are in the ring waiting to speak to us. But two big takeaways as well: Casey Colt retaining her World Championship against Bobbin, and the Hell in a Cell match very much was the theater of brutality that we were expecting, but James Rage came out victorious against Cutter, and I think we're going to hear from some of those people now. So let's head over to ring where Rob Midas is waiting to speak to us. And indeed the music plays out, and Rob Midas, you're in the ring with Casey Colt, James Rage, and Wayne Kyle.
Ladies and gentlemen, I said it would happen. I said from the very beginning it would happen, and it has. Caesar has fallen from his throne, and Rob Midas is picking up the pieces. Because you see, Mr. Decker is gone. He has left Future Wrestling, and the man who's on top of the mountain, your new general manager, Rob Midas. And I have to say, it feels good. It feels good to finally say that I am the man in this company. This collection of people you see in front of you rule the roost here in Future Wrestling. We have the world champion beating all comers, and she did a fine job at the pay-per-view. But not only that, I think I witnessed the most, if you pardon the pun, hellacious match I have ever seen in my entire career in the Hell in a Cell. And once again, like I've always said, we came out on top, and James Rage's arm was raised in victory. But what's next, you might say? What's next is whatever we decide, because we now run Future Wrestling. No more middlemen, no more back and forth with a inept general manager. Now, with me in control, we will do whatever we want. And nobody back there can tell us otherwise. Nobody back there can tell us what to do. The people in this ring are now the power in Future Wrestling, and nobody, and I mean nobody, will take that away from us. Simple as that. Now I'm going to pass you over to my business partner, Mr. James Rage, where he's going to talk about how he was victorious over that brute Cutter.
You know, Rob, it's true to say that Last Stand was a shining moment for the House of Midas. But the truth is, while I was doing my very best to further the glory of the house, you were pissing around in the backyard playing hijinks with the local feral furry. But by the end of the night, yourself and Titus proved true, and I proved that my ego is not too big to share the spotlight, as I allowed you the opportunity to be in that main event too. And also in that main event was the giant Cutter. Now, Cutter, I'm sure that you'll piss and you'll moan and you'll cry and you'll call foul. But the truth is, was it legal when you hit me with the wrench? Was it legal when you used the steps? See, the only thing that you're upset about is that you were outplayed. And you know, the truth is, you put it best yourself. You said that you expected this, and it's true, because at Last Stand, you said it yourself. I am the David to your Goliath. So, Cutter, my message to you is simple, and it's the same one you had for me. We are done. This issue is put to rest. And I guess the truth is, if you want to build an ivory tower, you've got to poach some elephants. So, Cutter, enjoy your time in the wasteland. As you so eloquently put it, piss off back to the lower mid-card. Because that brings me to what happens next. And what happens next is I purge this house. Because, Rob, as embarrassing as the backyard hijinks were, it was nothing by comparison to you, Casey Colt. Because you came out to this ring and you had a competitive match with Jim E. Morris. And frankly, I can't imagine a sadder situation than that. So I am here right now calling my shot. I've said it before and I'll say it again. That title deserves somebody capable of carrying it. Casey, the first time we ever met, I put you down. The second time, you may have walked away with the victory, but I cost you 2 months of your career. So, Casey, the question surrounding our rubber match is not who will walk away victor, Colt or Rage. It's can Colt survive Rage? So I say, your time in the House of Midas is done. So I invite you and your crackhead sex pest boyfriend to get the hell out of my ring.
Whoa. Rob, I think I'm going to handle this one. Mr. Rage, we've only known each other for a couple of weeks and a couple of months, but I know you have a bit of a reputation for, let's just say, running your mouth, okay? In case you don't realize it, I am Wayne Kyle, okay? I am no trophy husband. And in case you don't realize it, maybe I should give you a business card and you'll try and remember in future. I am now her manager. And maybe you don't realize it, and I'm sure Rob will remind you very gently over the next couple of weeks, the real power sits with me. I am the manager of the world champion. I will decide who she defends the championship for. See this championship belt I'm holding right now? This is ours. It's not going to you. Rob, your general manager, I will trust you with the decision because I know you know what's good for this company, and what's good for this company is me, and what's good for this company is Casey Colt.
Wayne, if I may interrupt, you know, you say that I run my mouth and clearly my reputation precedes me, but the truth is I don't run my mouth. I run this show.
Okay.
Because you see the power behind Rob Midas. It's not Wayne Kyle. It's not Casey Colt, and it's not that belt. The power behind Rob Midas is right here, staring you in the face. And you know, you're damn right, you're no trophy. So if you want to prove your worth and step in this ring, I'll be happy to dislocate that jaw once and for all.
Okay, Reggie, okay. You want to fight as always every single week. You know as well as I do, you're not clear to compete this week. You're shining, that little shine that you got from Cutter, that little flesh wound that you keep saying it is, you're not cleared, buddy. Okay? So take away the bravado just one last time, just listen to what I am trying to say here. Okay? I represent the interests of Casey Colt. She doesn't have to say a word because I speak for her from now on, which means you don't get to speak to her unless it's through me. Do you understand that, son?
No, I don't recall saying anything about a match.
Oh, you want to fight now? Is that it? Is that where it is going?
Okay. Listen,
Rob, sort this
Emperors
out.
are getting ahead of us here. Okay.
Let
me interject. Wayne, we don't need any more from you now. Okay. Just calm down. Let me address this situation. And Wayne, unfortunately for you, you may not be happy with my decision, but my decision will come in due course. But let me just assure you this. I promised James Rage something. And what I promise, I deliver. What I said to James that made this partnership a reality was a world championship match. And Rob Midas is a man of his word.
And I hope he proves that, because he's not the only person he's promised a title match to. Why do you think I had the match for getting Decker out? So you can have this little power squabble in the ring. So while you're busy fighting amongst yourselves, I have my eyes firmly on Casey's title. She may not have the will to speak and have to use yet another type of mouthpiece, but that title is firmly in my sights.
Violet, I am a man of my word. I keep my promises. And the same promise I gave to James Rage, I gave to you. But for everybody who wants a championship match, they need to earn it.
What do you think that match against Decker was?
That was you proving that you can go toe-to-toe with a nobody. That was what that match was.
Now that was you using a little chess piece yet again. But you know what? Whatever you say, it won't change anything. You guys may think that you're in charge, but there will always be somebody coming for you.
Well, you see, I'm the general manager now, and whatever anyone else seems to think, I'm the one in charge. Now, as I said, Violet, I am a man of my word. But let's see what we can do for you tonight. How about that?
Go on, then. Let's see what you pull out of your hat this time.
What I pull out of my hat? Well, I've got a little challenge for you tonight. You get through this challenge, and I guarantee you a world championship opportunity. How about that? How about you get through this one match tonight, and I guarantee you you will be number one contender. How about that, Violet?
That sounds great to me, but you may want to tell your lackeys. Or is this just you showing you're in charge? Because by the looks of James Rage's face, he doesn't agree.
Oh, listen. I can see the look on James Rage's face. That look doesn't worry me because, as I said, I'm a man of my word, and James will get what he deserves, and he also deserves a world title shot. So don't worry about this group. Worry about yourself. Worry about that challenge. I'm going to leave the details till later. But let's just say you have a tall challenge ahead of you, Violet. But until then, enjoy your night, get yourself ready, and you get through this one match, and you will get that title opportunity.
Glad I have witnesses for that, because I don't believe a word you say anymore. I'm out.
Violet, my word is my bond.
I'm gone.
And we end the promo there, lads. Lovely, lovely stuff. So Jerry, Jamie, and Kira, please roll on your promo. So
sorry, just look at that like cheeky little bollocks' face just sitting there like
who's he picked?
Yeah, little curly haired prick.
So I'm giving the
plus. He's like he's in a Billy Connolly cosplay.
I'm pretty sure that's an audience for James Rage. Oh, and it's an audience for Rob Midas as well. So momentum for Violet Storm and an audience for James Rage and Rob Midas. Lovely stuff, lads. Lovely stuff. Happy days there. Okay, right then. We move on to our first match of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, this opening contest of the evening is scheduled for one fall. One fall! Introducing first, weighing in at 181 pounds, hailing from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the USA, a member of the Mile High Club, Davina Laveau. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there has been a combustible start to this show here on the VCR network, and we are going to get back to the wrestling action. Our first night of the evening features two who have had tangential relations in the past, but I think this is the first time since the Youngblood tournament have they faced off, and all matches they've had have been barn burners. So we are starting off very much nice and hot here on the VCR network with Future Wrestling. Davina Laveau is going to go one-on-one with Alan Morph.
You all right there, Amy?
I think she's okay. Is she?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm staying for Alan's match, and then I'm gonna go.
That's
I like Alan Morph's match. So.
Oh, that's great. Oh, isn't it lovely?
Right there.
So, okay then. So let's.
Don't forget, I started my commentating career doing David Attenborough impressions for Alan Morph's match. You have to. He's always going to be my favorite.
He's going to be your babe. Yeah,
always the favorite. So.
Oh. Anyway, and her opponent weighing in at 229 pounds from the Time and Wood in Dublin, Alan Moore.
Hey. Like you said, me and Davina have a bit of history, so I want Morph to come out in a golden Midas gold wedding dress. So here comes the bride. As he's going down, he's throwing up golden confetti left and right. And then he kind of steps into the ring, you know, walks the crowd, take off his veil, and it's just like the clown mask on.
And this is why I stayed.
Look, I don't think I need to put into words the level of mind games that both Alan Morph and Davina Laveau put into both of their matches. But it's fair to say this one is working on a chessboard that even I can't see here. I have to say, it's a fantastic suit. I'm not sure where on earth Alan Morph got that, but I'd have to consult his tailor. Very much a fantastic outfit. I'm not sure he's going to wrestle in it though, however, but strange things have happened here on Future Wrestling. And by the way, to start off this very strange night, and this contest here between these two very out there competitors. And it is. So, because it's the opening match, this will not take long. This is going to be a 9-spot match, Casey. So let's get the show underway. I will roll for Davina. You roll for yourself. Let's see who takes the first spot.
12.
12. Well, Davina rolled 11. Unlucky. Hot start. Right then. Casey,
Damn.
you know the drill. What perk would you like? You have an audience. That's your match objective, by the way, because you said Midas in your entrance. And you refer to a member of the roster, so it was a Midas gold suit. Get it?
No. Midas gold wedding dress.
Wedding dress, of course. So yeah, have that. You have a free. You want another audience? Do you want double momentum or double spot? What would you like?
Double momentum.
And what spot would you like to do to get that?
I want to do I want to start off with a fist bump.
Mm-hmm.
Take her into a headlock and then go for the international.
You're going to work. Excellent. That's a work roll, +1. And you get the double momentum out of it.
Oh, 10.
Oh, never in doubt. Almost an audience in of itself, but you get the double momentum for it. And it's a hot start for Alan Morph. Let's go again.
8.
And Davina rolls 11 again. So yes, we're going to go into the international, and once that's completed, then Davina's going to kind of shuttle right out of it, and she's going to charge at you and go for a flying head scissors, which is a luck roll for Davina, which is a +2, and she hits it. So that's momentum for Davina of Laveau. It's a fast-paced match so far, so let's keep up the pace.
8.
Also 8. Let's roll again.
8.
7. You take the spot, Casey. Go for it.
She's gone for the head scissors. I'm going to go for a body slam and then rolling thunder.
Rolling thunder. Oh, interesting. Right. I'm going to treat all of that as a luck roll, Alan Morph. So +1.
Oh, 5.
6. Okay, so I'll get you to hit the body slam, and that'll leave Davina on the mat. Obviously, you're gonna go for the rolling thunder. She's gonna roll out of the way, and hopefully, she is gonna go for a massive kind of like a backdrop. You know, the kind of the Bray Wyatt sliding one they used to do. So that's a luck roll again for Davina, and she hits it successfully. So she steals your momentum, shockingly enough, and we continue the match on from there at a rapid pace.
6.
6 again. Let's roll. These two literally cannot be separated.
Oh, snake eyes.
Oh, unlucky. Right, that's a 7 for Davina. So yes, following on from the splash, the backsplash, she's gonna feed you up to your feet, and she's what she's gonna go for. She's gonna go for a shoot headbutt is what she's gonna do, but she's gonna do the kind of like, you know, she's gonna kind of look at the wedding dress and go, I do, and like that basically. So it's a straight roll for Davina, and successful as well. You got to round up here, Casey, shockingly enough. So let's go from here. Next spot.
8.
6. So this is your spot, Casey. How do you respond from a shoot? How do you headbutt?
Headbutt. I shoot around the waist and then go fly back for a roll up.
For roll up, okay. So that's another work roll. So that's a +1 for Alan Morph.
Oh, 6.
6. The +1 gets you out of trouble. So you go for the roll up and you get the momentum out of it. But seeing that it's a 7, simple roll will do. And she gets out of it at 1, basically. So it's a quick enough kick out. And we move on to our next spot from there. So you still pick the momentum out of it, Alan Morph, to be fair.
7.
7. Let's roll again.
5.
And 7. So Davina takes this one. So she's kind of roll basically out of the roll-up attempt, and she's just going to go for a straight drop kick to the mush. So look roll for Davina. Let's see how it goes. And that is another successful roll for Davina. So she's nicking some momentum off you here. And we have 3 spots left. So Casey, let's keep the pressure on.
7.
8. Oh, that's a lot of close rolls in this match. So, okay, so going for the drop kick, your line on your your back here. So Davina's going to go for a submission. She's not going to go for her signature move, which is the straightjacket chokehold, but she's going to work into it. She's basically going to go for a camel clutch. So it's a -1 to her work. Let's see if it plays out. Ooh, it does not. So you have a chance to reverse the camel clutch.
Camel clutch. So I want to kind of go. Actually, has me in the camel clutch. I kind of want to reach back, kind of grab it almost a snap me, but actually land. I kind of want to grab into like a small package then.
Ooh,
it's another
okay.
roll up.
I like that. Yeah, another work roll, Alamorph, +1.
Yeah, 5.
With the +1, you go for the roll up, but she'll kind of like roll out of it straight away. So there's no momentum to be had from that spot. And we go to our next one. Don't unlucky there.
3.
11. I'm as shocked as you are. Like if I was playing, I wouldn't get these fucking rolls. As our last match showed. He went for the roll attempt there, and essentially she's going to roll out of it herself. And again, keeping the kind of pace fairly steady. She is going to go for what's she going to go for actually? Okay, it's going to be a bit risky actually. She's going to go for a brainbuster. And because she is significantly lighter than you, it's going to be a power roll, which is a -2. So let's see how this works. Oh, Jesus, no chance. No fucking chance of that. So she's going to go for a brainbuster. She can't lift you up. Alamorph, take it from here.
As she lifts me up, she drops me kind of on my feet as well. I go, that's not B-kill. I hit her with a brainbuster.
I love that. That'll be a work roll to you then, because obviously not much of a work advantage there. So +1.
8.
With the +1 makes it successful, and we move on to our last spot before the finish. Last momentum in this match, lads, and I'm kind of saying it's pretty fucking close. So this is all to play for.
4.
9. So I'd like you to go for a kind of a token pin attempt here after the brain bust. So she'll kick out at 2, and what she's basically going to go for is she's going to kick out and trap your arm, and basically start going for some kind of kicks to the head, basically like you have your one arm trapped, and with the other spare leg, she's kind of just giving you kicks to the top of the head. So I'm treating that as a real roll. So straight roll for Davina Laveau, and it's successful. So Davina gets the last bit of momentum from this match. So how it's going to play out is so you've taken a few kicks to the head, and for her finish, she is essentially going to kind of work a bit of the relationship you two have, in a sense. Is like she's going to scream till death do us part, and she'll lock in the straightjacket chokehold from there, basically, and go for a pass out, not tap out, just a pass out. So it's not necessarily a burial of sorts. Alamorph, how are you going to recover from kicks to the head for your finish?
Okay, you said she has my hand trapped and she's kicking me in the back of the head. Is she kind of like laying down, or she's doing the standing up?
She's on her shoulders, exactly. She has one arm trapped, and with the spare foot, she's kicking you that way, basically.
Okay. I want to kind of power up to the feet, do the kind of Pele kick. I'm going to hold the bounce off the ropes into the Fiat Panda.
Fiat Panda, grand. Okay, so let's talk about our momentum then. So, Alamorph, you currently have 5 momentum, whereas Davina Laveau has 6. So you're at a disadvantage here. So you will set the pace, Alamorph, if you're putting your +5 into it.
Yeah, all in.
All right, then.
11.
Oh, very strong roll. So it's a 16 to beat. Eight. Alamorph wins the match. So talk us through the finish one more time, Casey.
Wait, what?
You win. You win. You won a match, Casey. You won the match.
No. Mark won a match. Oh,
yes.
I forgot. What do we do in this situation?
You just repeat what you said you were going to do a second ago.
Okay. See, Right. Yeah. So she's kind of raining down feet and kicks on me.
Yep.
She had me arm trapped, so I power up. I kind of snap the hand down, so just break it. Hit her with a pelly kick. She bounces off the ropes, and I feel pound at her for the 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest, Alan Moore.
And then afterwards, I want to kind of go to my corner, pick up the bouquet, kind of line it up, and toss it. But as I'm tossing it, I'm facing the corner, and it lands on her.
I legit thought you were going to say I'm going to demand a title shot because I wouldn't be surprised.
I genuinely thought you were going to toss it into the crowd and Kyle was going to catch it.
Oh, imagine how happy he'd be.
Oh my God, I'm going to marry Alan Moore. This is amazing. Can't wait for
I can't believe it. I'm getting married. My dad's
I
going to be so proud of you.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to go for a title shot.
Coach the most.
Can't believe it, dude. First, I win that Creative Monster, and now this.
Wait, are Kratos and Selena married?
No way!
No, they're not. No.
No, okay, because that'd be a pretty cool thing. Kratos like freaking out, more coming in.
Oh,
You
Kratos
got
has
it.
a plan in mind. Whether or not Selena's going to agree is something completely different.
Yeah, this is it. So, anyway, it's a win for Alan Moore, which is exactly what the doctor ordered. So the commentators are singing Alan Moore's praises here, saying it's a good comeback after the backyard match loss, and everything's going quite well from Alan Moore here. So the cameras are following Alan Moore backstage here, usually, and the cameras will meet him down at Gorilla position, because at Gorilla, waiting for him, sitting on a kind of steel case, is Conor Locke.
Murphy, how's my favourite sort of animal thing, half human? How you doing, mate?
Doing good, dude.
Congratulations. Your first win in about a year, no?
Yeah, year and a half. Who's counting?
I thought as much. No, congratulations. Look, I've not really been myself the last few weeks. I've not been feeling the best, but since last stand 2, I don't know. I've never felt better. You know, you're starting to win matches again. Everything's just clicking together, eh? I know. It's split and rotate. Got it? Split and rotate. Try it.
Nah, my fingers are too chunky.
Anyway. Fat finger syndrome. It's not easy. Listen, there's a reason I'm sat here on this case, Murphy. I've not felt this good in a long, long time. And I'm not going to walk down to Rob Midas's office. The wanker wouldn't give me a cup of his piss if I was set on fire, let's be honest. The bottom line is, I'm not going to waltz down, break down his door and say, "Aye, Midas, my man, what's going on?" Title shot.
But look, man, Midas pissed. Do you really want the golden shower?
It's not my kink, mate. Truth be told. Not really my thing. However, I'm not going to do that anyway. But what I will say is, me and you have had our differences. We've gone toe to toe.
Differences are the nice.
We've shaken hands. We've walked away. We've squared up. Look, I'm going to be straight with you. I fancy being a tag team champion, mate.
You, tag
Me.
team champion.
But
that's
obviously,
funny you say that because I fancy being Grand Slam.
Okay, then. Well, we both have the same thing in mind. That, and obviously we want to glue Rob Midas to his chair and watch him flail about like the wanker that he is. But the bottom line is, mate, me and you thought about it for a while before I went off my head on whatever James Rage was handing out backstage at the time. But the bottom line is, mate, me and you, I think we should give that a go.
I do too.
Boom. We're now going to have a word with the man downstairs in the toilet of an office to try and make this actually happen.
Let's go bake his life fucking hell.
I like the way you think, Murphy boy. Let's get to it.
That was absolutely beautiful.
Connor and Alan Morph just went steady, and we were all here to witness.
We're all there for that, yeah.
Fucking arseholes is what they are. Arseholes.
Oh, as well that Dave Mrs. was in the court in the background to hear all that as well. It's great.
She's legit like, I just want to fucking watch Charmed, you piece of shit.
Just wants to sit there and watch Charmed.
That's it.
All right, I gotta head.
Okay, Amy, cheers. Thanks for
talk to you guys later.
Au revoir, Amy.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Bye. Thank you for saying for my marriage is gone. Shit.
Oh. So, first off, Alan Morph, I'm giving you a free audience for Golden Shower. That was a fantastic poem. So, you don't need to roll. You're done. Dave, give us a roll there in your promo as well. I shall add a +2 to that. And you have momentum for your match later on. Lovely stuff, lads. Lovely stuff. Right then. So, Dave, can you be a sport and stand in for John Newsreader voice? How is your John Newsreader voice?
It's not bad, but I tell you one thing, it could be a lot better.
I think I'll live with that. I'll live with that. So I'm going to play the role of Pastor Fred Rose here because
John Newsreader's voice's cousin from Scotland. Visiting on work.
My name is Hamish Mac Newsreader voice.
Mac Newsreader voice, yes. Great guy. I really love him. So what's going to happen here is after that promo, then we're going to see the Rose family arriving at the arena in their typical high fluty vehicle. So Dahlia steps out, Damon steps out, and Fred Rose steps out. He kind of like fixes the lapels and gets himself sorted, and looking kind of very kind of smug with themselves, but they're also kind of like there is a kind of an air of contempt around them. And basically, John Newsreader voice is going to, or sorry, Hamish Mac Newsreader voice will intercept him with an interview. So Dave, take it away.
Excuse me, Mr. Frank Rose, is that?
Fred Rose, yes.
Fred Rose. Who are you? Hello, I'm Hamish Mac Newsreader voice. How are you?
Been better. You generic Scotsman, how can I help?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You could give me an interview if you would be so kind.
Well, as long as we're in a rush or anything, but by all means, take 5 minutes of my time, why don't you?
Well, given what happened with Jim E. Morris at Last Stand 2,
sorry, excuse me. Sorry, I have to interrupt you there. Just to be clear, myself and the Rose family are not interested in the day-to-day running of Future Wrestling. We arrive, we do our match, we pick up our money, we drain this place for resources, and we leave. You said Jimmy Morris there. Look, he's not here tonight. He hasn't shown up to the Rose family mansion for 2 weeks. I don't know where he is. And quite honestly, Hamish, I find it very difficult to pay attention to you because, wow, look at you, you're so shabby. And you talk about these Jimmy Morris people as if it matters to me. I just want him here. He's not here right now. That's all that matters to me. Now, have you got any more questions or are we done here?
Well, I do declare, sir, I have but one question for you.
Very well, you schizophrenic. What is it?
Why is it that your accent is completely and utterly fake, sir?
That is how dare you. How dare you say that? Get out of my sight.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to call it there. The interview was very poor on your part, and I'm going to have to say goodbye, but it's a no from me.
The hell is... Who gets these interviewers? Give me that microphone. Listen here, Jimmy Morris. I don't know where you are. I don't know what stingy 2-cent hotel you're hiding in, but let me tell you one thing, Morris. You are very much on thin ice in the Rose family. You have no-showed me 2 weeks in a row. You were meant to be at Last Stand 2 for our match that wasn't recorded, and you weren't there, so it was cancelled. You were meant to be here last week, the week before, and you walked out on me and left me with goddamn Ratman and Bobbin to talk to for 2 hours. I hate them. I hate them so much. And now here...
Heroes of our time, sir. Don't...
Silence! Get the hell out of my sight.
No.
And now, the eternal wisdom of Future Wrestling, you were meant to compete with Bobbin tonight because apparently people like him all of a sudden. And you're not here. So Damon Garrick, who's nursing a calf injury, by the way, after some very stiff calisthenics with Dahlia Thorne, is now having to wrestle with that injury. I hope you're happy, Jim Morris. I hope you really are, because when I see you again, you will have hell to pay. Hell to pay, I say. Get out of here. And they're going to go straight to their match. So the match is going to kick off straight away. Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall. I got to go. Bye,
Casey. See you later, pal.
Bye.
So, introducing first, weighing in at 261 pounds. He is one of the heroes that we can afford. Not being accompanied in the ring by Ratman, Bobbin. Well, as you can see, the Rose family are also a very tense group at the moment. It seems to be a running theme here in Future Wrestling lately, but quite an interesting note there, you have to say, is they did not watch Last Stand 2 last week, and obviously they not a vested interest in that night at all, so did not care for what happened, but I get a feeling they may want to watch it back on the VOD whenever they get a chance. But nevertheless, Bobbin, who was a championship contender last week, is back in action, and let's see what happens in this contest with the Rose family. And again, after that then, we get Damon Garrick's entrance, and his opponent, weighing in at 221 pounds, from Sandyford County, Dublin, representing the Rose family, Damon Garrick! Well, as we heard there from our stand-in for John Loser Voice, his wonderful cousin from Scotland, Hamish, who did a smashing job, by the way. I'm a big fan of his work. The Rose family just do not have the time, really, to deal with Future Wrestling affairs. And Damon Garrick is a perfect example of that. We haven't seen it for the last couple of weeks, apparently nursing an injury, according to Fred Rose. But it's fair to say this match was meant to be for Jimmy Morris again, at least one win on the books. But it's not happening for him at the moment. And now Damon Garrick is going to now take that win, we presume. So Damon Garrick is in the ring. Bobbin is doing a pretty severe warm-up event. He's running the ropes. He's kind of checking the ropes. He's stretching and doing all this sort of stuff. And he's not out of breath. Curious enough, he's ready to go. He's rip roaring, ready to go. And then people have also kind of noticed he's somehow gained 2 or 3 inches in height, but people just assume it's lifts. But the bell rings from here. So guys, we'll go around the room. This is an NPC match for tonight. Dave, who do you want to win?
Oh, this is no, it's not. Damon Garrick.
Okay, interesting. Foxy, how about yourself?
You, sir, are muted.
Did you say Bobbin, Foxy?
Bobbin.
Jerry? Bobbin as well. Okay. Cutter?
Oh, Garrick. I love seeing Jimmy Morris lose.
Thank you. There's no one else realizing why the fuck.
Yeah. Obviously, Garrick. Duh.
I love that.
I want his losing streak to last.
Gary
forever.
wants to change his vote, even though he's muted.
Can I change my answer?
To Garrick?
Yes.
Fine. Kira, how about yourself?
Even though I hate Garrick, Bobbin has to keep losing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair points. Okay, if they keep the illusion, I like that. Do you know what? I'm gonna roll for Bobbin to make the roll interesting. So me and Foxy will set the pace. So let's see what happens.
You bastard. 5.
8. So that's the 13 to beat. I fancy your chances. You've already beaten it. so and a 12. There you go. That's the nail in the fucking coffin. That is. So yeah.
So that means he gets destroyed, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, I was actually going to do it this way, basically, right? So like Bobbin is kind of rallying the crowd up. He's shaking the ropes and all that sort of stuff. He's hulking up, and basically he's going to charge at Damon Garrick and flop on the ground. It's completely out of breath, right? And then Garrick's going to go, and he's going to pick him up. He's going to do his finisher, which is the silver spoon, which is basically the Baron Corbin end of days, and he knocks into that. Was it the end of days? I can't remember. Or the
Deep Six
was,
and then end of days.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, you're right. So he does that, hits it. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell.
Lads, Jimmy Morris is officially Gilbert.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest, Damon Garrick. I think it's fair to say that Bobbin put up less of a fight than normal, it has to be said. And Damon Garrick picks up a pretty good win here in a very efficient time. I think less than a minute here. Bobbin perhaps tiring himself out from the warm-up there. Perhaps the training montage with Grafman was a bit too effective. But the Rose family celebrating here as they are presumably about to leave the arena. So, as I say, they're hot dogging here, so they're kind of doing a kind of a pose in front of Bobbin's flailing corpse. He's on whatever it is. So Dahlia leaves first, then Fred Rose leaves, and then Damon Garrick leaves. Then Bobbin grabs his ankle. He's like, oh, what's happening here? So the two have already kind of head up the ramp without realizing that Garrick is being grabbed by Bobbin. Bobbin shoots up immediately, like springs up, no problem, and he gets hit by a Jimmy Morris lariat, like straight takes his fucking head off, and then Bobbin just literally sails out the ring, and the Rose family done are wondering where Garrick's gone. They see he's laid in the middle of the ring and goes, the hell? And we cut the commercial from there. So we shall see what happens on that next week. Look, it's fair to say strange things have been happening here on Future Wrestling, and that scene you've seen in the ring there with Jimmy Bobbin, as opposed he's been called backstage. Don't tell the Rose family that, of course. They have been living in ignorance for the last while. But let's switch tracks now, if we can, to back to Last Stand 2 with the main event of that show being the Hell in a Cell match between James Rage and Cutter. Obviously, it was a hellacious match, and unfortunately, James Rage won't be in action tonight, as we understand it, because of the injuries he sustained there, and neither will Cutter, as we understand it ourselves, because of that very serious wound he suffered. So I had a chance to sit down with one of those competitors in that match to get their thoughts, perhaps indeed the day after that hellacious match. So we're going to cut now to the interview I had with Cutter about the Hell in a Cell match and his plans going forward. So let's cut to that now. So we transition then to the sit-down interview area we have pretty much used all the time since season 1, and it's Mike Dublin interviewing Cutter. Granted, Cutter is kind of like in a pretty a bigger chair than normal, you have to say, given the size difference. But he's there chilling away, and the kind of camera will start off with the massive the massive scar on his forehead, obviously, because it was a pretty massive hit, and we'll zoom out from there going. Well, Cutter, I think it's fair to say you hold the record for perhaps the largest person I've interviewed here on Future Wrestling, and fair to say that scar is perhaps one of the biggest ones I've seen in my life. So first of all, thank you very much for joining us here. We are 24 hours removed from that Hell in a Cell match. How do you feel after that match has taken place?
Hurt. I'm hurt. I'm beaten up. I'm very tender. I'm injured. I got a beaten, man. I got absolutely wrecked. But so did he. James Rage has addressed before that we're done, and I agree. We're done. I have nothing left to prove with James Rage, because he showed exactly what I said he was going to show, that he can't beat me fair and square. I mean, it was there for everybody to see. He can't do it. And he, it's plain. He needed help to do it. He was beaten. He was done. He needed his two little lackeys to come out and help him in order to keep me down. That's fine, man. You do you. That's how you want to strike up your W and keep your victories going. That makes you sleep well at night. You keep going. But I have nothing left to prove with James Rage. He knows I have his number. That's enough from me. But Mike, you see, I looked at the rest of the show, and this brings me to about a point here. Other happenings occurred. We have a new general manager. Right, Rob Midas. Now, I had my problems with Rob Midas. I've been straight up with him, and he's been straight up with me. As much as I dislike Rob Midas, he's an intelligent man. He's a good businessman, and he has my respect. He does what it takes to get what he wants, and that's it. I've done that in the past, definitely. But here's the thing. You see, he's in a whole new position now. See, I was held down for a long time by our previous general manager, Kyle Decker. Kyle Decker and his ineptitude is the singular reason that I'm not a world champion. I've beaten every champion we've had, and yet I haven't got a title shot even. Can you make sense of that, Mike?
No? It's not me to remark, Cutter, but it has been noted backstage that it has been part of the conversation. But let me place the question to you then. What do you believe that you have not received any world champions? Because of course in Future Wrestling you have been a tag team champion with the Rose family.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
But in terms of singles belts, indeed it's a bit of a, as it were, a blind spot in your career so far here in Future Wrestling and elsewhere.
I don't know if Kyle Decker had a personal dislike for me. I don't know if Kyle Decker just didn't think I could get the job done. You see, Kyle Decker's a little bit of a snake. He'd never. This is addressing what I said about Midas. You know, Kyle Decker. To paraphrase something Jim Cornette once said, Kyle Decker was a behind your back cunt, whereas at least Rob Midas, he's an upfront cunt. So Decker will go behind your back and he'll whisper and he'll plot and he'll scheme and he'll do all this stuff, but he'll never tell you to your face. To your face, he'll say you're doing a fine job. Midas will let you know exactly what you think. Now, this isn't me saying I'm aligning with Midas. Don't get me wrong, because I won't. I strongly dislike him. But this isn't me saying I'm going to go and attack Rob Midas or attack their little Midas orgy or whatever they call it. I don't know. Nah, quite the opposite. In fact, Midas, I have a message directly for you. And I want you to listen really, really close, because I mean this with every ounce of my being. You have an opportunity. You have an opportunity to fix Kyle Decker's mistakes. You have an opportunity to put me into the main event. You have an opportunity to give me the title shot that I deserve. And I think you should take that opportunity because, and you know, you're a man with the business acumen, the art of the deal. So how about I strike you a deal? You give me my title opportunity, and I bet you think you know what I'm going to say, right? I bet you think I'm going to say, or I'm going to come and beat the shit out of you. Nah, I'm going to ruin your show. Every single show, every single title match, every single thing. I'm going to wreck them. I'm going to ruin every one of them until you lose your sponsors, you lose your viewers, you lose your show. Do not underestimate what I will do, because I'm sick and tired of this bullshit. So Rob Midas, give me what I deserve, or your stint as general manager will be very, very, very short-lived.
Well, I think we've covered all the ground we can here, Cutter. Thank you very much for joining us. And in regard to the wound here, I hope you heal up very well, and we'll see you very soon here on Future Wrestling. And we ended there. Lovely stuff then. So Dennis, you ticked off your match objective there, or promo objective in this case. So I'll give you a +2 on your promo there as well. So give us a roll and see if you get some momentum, or indeed get a free audience.
Not great. Eight.
No, you don't get the audience, but never know. You never know about momentum. Always helpful. This next contest is scheduled for one fall. So introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 203 pounds from Inverness, Scotland, Connor Locke. So Dave, what's your entrance? What's happening here?
I come through the curtain, but I come through as if I'm talking to someone. I kind of just, you just see Alan Morph's hand come through the curtain, I shake his hand and I head down the ramp. So I head down the ramp, feeling good, kind of running my hand along the fans with their hands out, up the ramp, into the ring, and I'm good to go.
Very good. And again, the people were marking going, like I said, it's hard to tell what kind of Conor Locke you're getting on a week-to-week basis, but this one very much looks to be a feel-good factor after the Last Stand 2 match. Again, I've never seen someone take a loss so well than Conor Locke here, losing his national championship, but as we saw from that match with Silver Fox and the various alter egos we saw in that contest, it seems to be doing the world of good, and perhaps a new allegiance forming Alan Moore. More on that as we get it over the next coming weeks. But this match promises to be a wrestling clinic as Conor goes up against a returning member of the roster. And he does. And his opponent, weighing in at 237 pounds from Waterford, County Ireland. That one's for you, Kev. Cyrus Gold! You'd appreciate that. So, Cyrus does indeed make his way out to the ring. He's also hyping the crowd up. Delighted to be back on Future Wrestling, as you can imagine. Pure babyface energy. So he's doing the same thing. So if you did one side of the aisle, Dave, and you're on your way down, he's doing the opposite side, and he's pleasing the crowd as well. Taking all four corners, posing, doing the whole lot. Really delighted to be back in it. And he immediately goes for fist bump with you, and he's ready to roll on your match. So just be clear, because this is actually Cyrus' first match back in Future Wrestling all season. So I'll remind everyone of his stats. He is a -1 on luck and work, and a +1 on power and real, because he is a pure athlete, and that's what he does. So I'll roll on Cyrus' behalf, Dave. You roll for yourself. We'll get this match underway. This is 10 spots, so let's get the show on the road. 11's good. It's not 12 though. It's not 12. So I'm gonna go for a double spot here with Cyrus Gold. So Cyrus is gonna go for a handshake, show respect, and then he is you're both gonna go into a collar and elbow tie up, and basically he's gonna start go for a bit of there's two spots here. So first of all, he's gonna go for a ground offense. So he's going to bring it to the ground, front face lock, and then he's going to basically switch hips and go for a gut wrench power bomb from there. So it's a work roll, then a power roll. So -1 and then +1 for Cyrus. And he just about gets the work roll. And now this is for the gut wrench. Let's see if he does that. And he gets the gut wrench. He gets both. So nicely done there for Cyrus Gold. He gets the momentum out of it, and 2 spots taken from this match. Hot start for Cyrus. Let's see if Dave can recover it. Let's go for our next spot.
7.
Ooh, 8 for Cyrus Gold. So you're obviously got the go wrench power bomb. So he respectfully keeps his distance. He's gonna hold up and wait for you to get up. And again, you're kind of it's a bit of another respect there to go yeah, okay, no, fair enough. You got me good there, whatever it was. So you're going to go back into a collar and elbow, basically, and you're going to basically get him at the hips here. But he's going to basically roll through, and you're going to run the ropes, and he's going to just go for a big lift, a big back body drop on you, which will be a power roll for Cyrus. So another +1. And to be fair, he kind of needed it with this one. So they're not the snuggest rolls in the world, but he is getting the momentum out of it all the same. And Conor is on a bit of the back foot here. So Dave, give us your next roll. Let's see what happens. That's more like it. Not quite for Cyrus, but so 12, Dave, is what you wanted, what you needed. What would you like as your perk?
Double spot.
Double spot, right then. What would you like to do?
So he has basically whipped me into ropes, and what's he done?
He's getting you a back body drop.
Back body drop. So I will sell the back, feeding up. Seem to be in a bit of pain. I grab his waist.
Yeah.
And go for German suplex.
So that's your first spot then, I presume?
Yep. So the German suplex, once it lands,
yeah,
and I feed up, I'm going to basically just off the ropes and go for a leg drop. Hogan style.
Hogan style, right. Okay. I am going to treat them both as work rolls. Yeah, I think that's a fair shout. So yeah, work rolls for both them, +1s on that kind of luck.
8.
Successful on the German suplex. Now to hit the leg drop.
8. Number 8.
I love the consistency.
Number 8. Number 8.
Nah. And we're already at the halfway mark of this match, lads. We're flying through. So let's go for our next roll. Let's see what happens next.
Number 8. Yeah, that was roll. Like,
are you sponsored? That's 3 in a row. Like, are you sure you're not sponsored by the casino? You sure?
Actually, Triple A Bet is a thing, or Triple A Casino, isn't it? Yeah,
Triple A Casino, yeah, exactly. Not sponsored, by the way.
No.
We don't take your blood money.
We denounce
gambling. So Yeah, I rolled a 6 there. So the spot is yours.
Okay.
Dave. What would you roll?
So I will pick him back up from the leg drop, whip him into the ropes, and go for the old Rob Van Dam flip onto his back from the ropes. So run. Monkey flip. Yeah.
I was about to say. So that's a work roll in that case then. So +1. And a very good monkey flip at that. So he's going to get some good height on it. And
RVD style monkey flip.
Yeah, absolutely. And so lovely stuff there. And a good bit of momentum for Conor Lock. So let's move on and see what happens next. 10 beats my 9. So Dave, it's your roll again.
After the monkey flip, I'm going to go to the top rope and go for a frog splash. 5-star frog splash.
5-star frog splash, right? So a top rope move. That's a luck roll, Conor Lock, -1. Let's see if you can hit the frog splash.
Nope.
Oh, it's a 5. So, and a 4 altogether, actually. So, you're going to go for the frog splash and you're going to miss it, essentially. So, you go for a frog, he's going to roll out of the way. And while you're saying the frog splash, he's going to run the ropes and hit you with a spear. Actually, no, he's not going to hit you with a spear because spears are like what a storm is doing. I don't want to nick that. So he's going to hit you with a Marcus Curvon pounce instead. So that I treat as a power roll. So that's a +1.
Cool.
And he's going to miss it, just about. So perhaps a brushing pass, perhaps, or he's going to. The intent is there, and you duck it out of the way, and we go for a separation from there, whichever way you want to work it. So, a close call. Let's say Conor Lock from that one. So it could have ended badly for you, but you didn't. So we move on from there then. So next roll, let's see what happens next. That's a 10, beats my 8. So you take this roll, Dave.
So after we both just kind of, I take it we both feet up and just basically square off.
Square off, yeah, exactly.
So in a silly little move, I'm gonna kind of look over into the crowd and kind of duck away like that, and point over into the crowd, and he's gonna fall for it. And when he looks back, it's just gonna be a giant bicep smacking him in the chin for a clothesline.
Ooh, nice one. I like that.
Nice distracted clothesline.
I like that. I'm gonna treat it as a luck roll. -1.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Do you know what? I like the spot though. So what I'm gonna work it in. So you point the crowd. He looks and he gets a bicep like that, but it doesn't rock him basically. So you hit him with the well, I suppose a proverbial clothesline, but he's gonna stand square and he's basically gonna turn around and give you one himself, and you're gonna trade. The two of you are gonna basically trade the shots back and forth until he turns around and gives you a discus one instead. So. I'm going to treat it as a work roll for Cyrus Gold. Can he get the momentum out of it? He can't, shockingly enough. So he's going to go for discus, and you're going to duck, basically. And again, we get another standoff. So it's been a very even match so far. And a bit light on momentum at the moment, curiously enough. But we have 2 spots left. Let's see what happens next.
11.
11 for Cyrus as well. So we roll again.
Go again. Bling, 10.
10 beats my 8. So, Dave, another chance for momentum.
As he goes for, you said he went for the discus and misses, right?
Yeah.
As he goes for the discus, I'm going to duck, grab him over his shoulder, and go for the rock bottom straight away.
Oh, I like that. It's a reversal, so I'll treat it as a work roll, +1.
8.
Successful. So you hit him with a rock bottom. And we want to our last spot before the finish. So let's see what happens.
9.
Beats my 5. It's all yours, Dave. Last spot to you.
From the rock bottom, I am going to go for the lion salt off of the rock bottom.
Interesting. Okay. Look roll. -1.
Number 8.
Just about hit it too. So yeah,
I thought you took one.
It'll do. It's enough, And we roll to the finish from there. So, Dave, you're in the ascendancy. Talk us through what would you like to do?
So what I'd like to do is once I hit the lion salt, he kind of rolls onto his stomach and is onto his knees, kind of feeding it. I take him up by the neck and hit him with a Fiat Panda.
Interesting. I like that. I like that a lot. So you're going to go for the Fiat Panda. So he is obviously going to be selling the Lion Salt. I want you to, for Cyrus's finish, I'd like you to be going for the Looming Tower, essentially.
Yep.
But you're going to kind of slip and fall. It's almost like you can't remember how to do it almost. It's kind of like, oh, no, shit, no, that's not how this goes, whatever it is. And into the confusion, basically, he pushes you off and goes for a big shoulder charge from the top rope. And then he's going to lock you in from the brass rings, basically. And the golden ring, sorry, which is a submission move. And you will get a tap out from there because it's in the middle of the ring and you're snookered. So momentum-wise, Cyrus Gold is on 4, while Conalock is on 7. So it's a +3 swing to your benefits. So assuming we will pump all our momentum into this, I will go first with the roll, +4. Okay, interesting. It is a 13 to beat, Dave. Never in doubt. You home and hose, you win with the Fiat Panda. So talk us through the finale, and we go from there.
So what I do from the finale is I hit the Fiat Panda, pin him for the 3, and then when I get up, I duck out of the ring and I pull up the apron. Mm-hmm. And what I do is I take out 2 sleeves, almost like Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels when they were the Rockers had the kind of zebra sleeves, the black and white. I'm going to put both sleeves on and kind of just, as a homage to Al Mort, basically, the black and white, the panda colors. Basically pull on the sleeves and just kind of signal around the waist that, as if we're going for those title belts.
I like that. So through all that, you get the pinfall, and the ring announcer you'll hear in the background going, "Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest, Conor Law." Well, folks, that was a fantastic match, and a first-time affair, if I'm not mistaken, at least here in season 2 of Future Wrestling. But Conor Law comes away with a big win, again recovering from his loss at Last Stand 2 against a hotly tipped Cyrus Gold. But it's fair to say that this gesture we're seeing here at ringside is perhaps pointed to everyone at Future Wrestling in the tag team division, but obviously towards Rob Midas. That is a message sent straight to him that they are looking for tag team gold, and it's the team of I suppose what perhaps we would call the Morph and Lock connection at the moment, looking very intriguing indeed. Will it be made official next week? We'll find out next week on the VCR network, but for now we're going to cut the commercial. We'll see you on the other side. And we fade to black on that. So we'll cut then to Midas' office. He's probably fielding phone calls, what's happening with Rob Midas at the moment. How's his first day in the job looking, Jerry? Get in the mind of Rob Midas here.
It's his first day. He's still on a high, but already he's had Violet coming for him, and now it seems that Cutter is coming for him. Not physically for him, but he seems to be gunning for me already. So I said at the start of the show, I felt like there's something was coming, and I feel like this is the beginning of it, but I don't know. I have this feeling there's more sinister things behind it, but listen, he's still on a high. He's quite happy. He's not happy with the fact that there's already a little bit of an internal struggle going on. Mr. Kyle is starting to cause ructions.
A bit stressed, you might say.
A little bit stressed. I'm not pissed off, a little bit stressed, because the reason that Rob Midas is in power now is not because of Rob Midas, it's because of this partnership with James Rage. And it's as simple as that. That's the reason that we have that we're in power now. Violet can't hear me, so it wasn't Violet Storm. Forget her. It wasn't her. She didn't help us. It was all James Rage.
She can't.
Like,
she's always listening.
She doesn't like me.
So let's get you the promo mode then. So you're perhaps at your desk, you're feeling calls. Maybe
I've never seen Jerry more intimidated. That was so.
You know what, James Rage himself has terrified me before, but nothing is as terrifying as that look I just got.
That was Kira coming at you like a fucking spider monkey there. She was
lads, she may look all sweetness and fucking cream. She's terrifying as fuck. Terrifying. When she gives that look, when she's doing her promos, it is very James Rage like. When he gets into the zone and he's just like, you know the.
I have never been called terrifying.
It's fucking terrifying.
Jerry, calling Kira terrifying is like calling a Pikachu terrifying. It doesn't.
No. I want you to remember. I want you to remember Lord of the Rings. No, I want you to remember Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings.
This is
Galadriel going mental with her fucking.
Terrifying.
That's Kira. That's fucking Kira.
Here's the joyful thing about women, though. Literally, all it takes is that one look, and yous are fucking gone. Keane still can't look me in the eye because of the look.
Keane can't look anybody in the eye.
He's gotten so much better in general, but he still won't look me face to face anymore. That's all it takes is one look for a woman, and yous are all fucked. And yous all know when you see that look.
Oh, believe me, I've been married for
50.
You're married to the look, all right, Jerry.
13
We get
years.
it.
I'm married to the look. I got the look. I got that look on my wedding day.
Laura didn't have vows. She just had a look.
I was like, blah, 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 love Arnold Cherries, blah, blah, and she just went, I'm like, okay. There,
I'm sorry, did I not say it how you wanted me to?
I read it. I memorized it for 3 fucking months. 3 months I memorized it, and I got every word correct.
I spent my wedding morning looking at YouTube videos trying to figure out how to tie a fucking cummerbund.
That's actually the cutest thing I've ever heard.
Oh.
Okay, promo time now, I think.
Promo time, yes. So you're at your desk, perhaps fielding emails, phone calls, whatever comes in.
Yeah.
And then you have a knock at the door, and in comes James Rage.
Come in. James.
You're muted, Jamie.
Jamie.
Oh. James, what can I do for you?
We need to talk. This is starting to get out of hand.
You know what? I agree. I think it is starting to get out of hand. Everyone seems to think that it's their time to shine. Everyone seems to think it's their time to be world champion, that they deserve a title shot. Every single person in this company seems to think it. Even somebody you beat the shit out of. He seems to think he deserves a title shot now.
Yeah, I mean, I knew we messed him up, but clearly the concussion was worse than we first thought.
Yeah.
Not least of all, the fact that every time we've matched up, I have beaten him. His short and long-term memory are damaged. We don't know if they will recover. How can you put somebody like that in the main event? How can you give somebody like that a title shot? Rob, things are falling apart around here. Kyle Decker is not gone 2 minutes, and suddenly everyone is showing their true colors and falling over themselves with this ruthless self-ambition. And I mean, to what end? Cutter, I beat him the last time there was a match in this company. Like, Violet Storm claims that she deserves a title shot. Again, yet another title shot in this series of endless title shots for her. Why? Because she beat Kyle Decker at Last Stand? I beat Kyle Decker at Last Stand. I beat Kyle Decker at Last Stand a fucking year ago, and I have received exactly 0 title shots since. Rob, do not screw me on this. Do not make this some multi-person matchup on a technicality. I want Colt one-on-one. We got you to where you needed and wanted to be. Now it's time to return the favor.
James, I agree. I agree with you. There's one person right now who deserves a shot at Casey Cole's belt, and that's you. Simple as that. I promised you that. You helped me get into power, and I am a man of my word, and you are going to get that title shot. Now, unfortunately, we have to deal with 2 other people. Violet Storm and Cutter.
And us, by the way. Look, I don't think we need to introduce ourselves, Mr. Midas. We're the world heavyweight champion. I think you should know that by now, that perhaps we are the power brokers here. Look, I don't want to encroach on your territory here. It's your first day on the job. I know you might be a little bit scatterbrained with all these people sending you emails looking for, oh, please give me a title shot. Buddy, we're the ones in control here, okay? Now, you, James Rage, I love how you say you don't want to politic, you don't want to do anything like this, and here you are, almost on your hands and knees asking for a title shot. Oh, Mr. Midas, oh, please give us a title shot. I've done so much, buddy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do in this business. Once you hold the power, you don't fucking let go of it, bro. That is why I am with Casey Colt. If she is the biggest star going, I am going to be her manager. You might be good. Hell, you might be even great. But you're not world champion. And that's why I'm here. Because she, proverbially, is my meal ticket. And I, in return, am going to protect her interests. So I'm sorry that you've... in fact, I'm sorry that I've interrupted your personal time, your meeting here with Rob Midas. But just remember one thing, James Rage, okay? This is no easy feat for you. We can pick and choose who the number one contender is. Rob is the one that signs the documents. If myself and my friends in the VCR network don't find the idea of you versus Casey Colt 3 as appealing as maybe something never seen before, them's the breaks, bud. You had your chance. You had your chance to beat Casey Colt in your own home ground. You screwed it up. And I wasn't even there to help. So now that I'm here, what chance have you got, buddy? Is Rob Midas going to be in your corner? He's going to have to be impartial. He's the general manager. He can't pick a side. Can you, Rob? Are you going to pick a side?
Well, Wayne, I tell you what, okay? I'm going to make something perfectly crystal clear to you right now. And you can talk about your friends in the VCR network all you want. I want something to get into that thick little head of yours. You are not in charge. I am in charge. And whoever I choose for Casey Colt to face, she will fucking fight them.
So Wayne,
simple as that.
Trying to say is that you may say you're sorry for interrupting us. You're not, but you will be.
Sure, pal. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our hotel room. I'm going to sit there. We're going to make some phone calls. We'll see about this. Rob, I trust that you're going to make the right decision for yourself, for the network, and for the show. We'll agree with it, I'm no doubt. Once it's the right decision. Casey, we're going.
Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea you go now. I'll talk to you and Casey later. James, as I said, and I've said repeatedly, I'm a man of my word. So this situation will be sorted. Now, tonight we have Violet Storm's little surprise. But we do have an issue now with Cutter. Let's see if we can put our heads together and see if we can come up with a solution for him. And we'll leave it there.
We'll leave it there. Lovely stuff. Right, guys. Again, cracking promo, lads. So, same again. Give us your rolls on your look stats.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear, indeed. Jamie, how's your one? That's momentum for James Rage anyway. So no extra audiences to be had, but it demands the plot. So that's something at least. Okay. But like I said, if the opening of the show was any indication, Rob Midas' job is getting just that more interesting with the addition of Wayne Kyle and Casey Colt's vested interests in their tensions are running really high here in Future Wrestling. The absence of Kyle Decker has not changed that in any way. If anything, it just means that Rob Midas is now in his hot seat. And various people are now looking for title opportunities, as we heard tonight. Everyone's trying to stake their claim, and one of them being Violet Storm. So we understand she's out next now to compete in a match of Rob Midas' choosing. So let's go to ringside and let's see how this plays out. So when we do then, we hear the ring announcer. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall. And we get the entrance of Violet Storm, weighing in at 188 pounds from Dublin, Ireland, Violet Storm! So, Kira, talk us through your entrance.
So not much bad hadn't, just pretty much straight into the ring and focused on what's coming at her.
Absolutely, and again, like that, in that trademark intensity we've seen of Violet Storm as of late has not gone away with the removal of Kyle Decker from the general manager office. If anything, going by the words she said earlier tonight, if any, that intensity is growing because that target on Casey Cole's back is still there. And according to Violet Storm, she believes that title shot is hers. We will no doubt hear about the number one contendership soon, but Rob Midas certainly has a lot of thinking to do. I suppose they set a challenge for Violet Storm tonight. Let's see if she answers it. And if we do so, when Violet Storm is in the ring, we hear the music hit of Vladimir Kaiser. Ladies and gentlemen, this contest has been changed to a 2-on-1 handicap match. Introducing Violet Storm's opponents, weighing in at a combined weight of 505 pounds, the team of the Dragon Slayer Kazero and Vladimir Kaiser, the Emperors. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we really shouldn't be surprised at this at all. The Emperors have that tangential relationship with Rob Midas. Of course, he took part in the Rose Games together, so shouldn't be surprised that these mercenaries are doing his bidding here and trying to see if Violet Storm is up to championship standard. Of course, we know she is. This is just another one of Rob Midas's challenges to try and put Violet Storm through the metal. This could get very, very ugly indeed, because I don't think there's no tag rules happening here. This is a straight 2-on-1 fight. This could get very, very difficult for Violet Storm. Indeed, it could be. So, we have 9 spots in this match, Violet Storm. So, the way this handicap rules works, I roll for 2. And you roll for just yourself then. So we see how it goes from there. So let's get on with our first spot and go from there.
Is this the third match that this has happened in?
I think so. Well, you beat both my rolls, shockingly enough. It was a 10 and a 3. So you start off, Kira. You get your choice of perks. What would you like?
Double spot.
Double spot, right then. So you've got 2 competitors.
Hold on, sorry. No, momentum. Duh, Kira.
That's all right. That's fine. So what would you like to do then? What would you like to do?
So they haven't gotten to the ring yet, have they?
They're probably on the apron, I'd say.
Okay, so before they get into the ring, can I go for a double drop kick to the knees?
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I'm going to go for a work roll on that. +2. You're targeting a limb, so. It's critical. Nicely done.
Oh, yes.
And an audience. Jesus Christ. Hot start for Violet Storm here. Are you watching Rob Midas? So double drop kick to both the Emperors. So their heads bonk off the apron, as presumed.
Mm-hmm.
And we take our next spot from there when the both of them are in the ring. So let's see what happens. So that's a 7. So Kaiser rolls 5, and then Kazero rolls 7 as well. So Kerry, we'll go again. 8, 12. So I'm gonna go for a double spot on this one. So yeah, you're gonna go for the double drop kick. They both hit off the apron and they're selling. So you're gonna go, fuck this. You're gonna go for the top rope and you're gonna dive on the both of them. But the way it's gonna work is I want Kaiser to catch you first. So I want that to be a power roll for him. And then as you're doing that, then I want Kazero to kind of go the opposite side and then hit you with like a running clothesline essentially as you're in this kind of like caught position as Kaiser. So he's going to basically hit you on the neck wise. So that'd be a look roll for him. So it's a straight roll for Kaiser and a look roll for Kazero. Let's see how this works out. So it is successful. So he catches your crossbody, Kaiser, and then will he hold you in position then for Kazero's drop kick? Does. It's nearly critical. So that's both spots successful. And you were hit with a drop kick to end that spot. So that has used up those 2 positions. So we move on to our next one. So Kira, give us a roll. That's a 7. 3 for Kaiser. And then that was a 7, wasn't it? So 8 then for Kazero. So Kaiser's going to take a back seat here. He's going to go, well, okay, work away. So Kazero's just basically going to go for a whip into the steps, basically. He's just going to keep it straight and simple. So it's a power roll for that, which is a straight roll for Kazero. And he just about gets it, to be fair. It's not a snug roll, but he gets it. So Volestorm is in the steps, and the referee is reminding him of the count. So both of them are going to go back in the ring and roll Volestorm in the ring herself. So all this is going to go take part in the ring now. So we get the bell ring and all this sort of stuff, and move on to our next spot from there. So Kira, give us your roll. That's an 8. 5 for Kazero. And a 10 for Kaiser. So what I'd like you to do here is, because Kazero had the lower roll, I'd like you to start firing up on him in particular, start maybe some elbows and so forth. And basically what I want Kaiser to do is basically to kind of grab you and go into a sleeper from there. So that's a reel for Kaiser. We'll see how that goes. And it's actually not that great, to be fair. So he's going to go for a sleeper, who's a real roll. So it's a 5 altogether. So Vladimir Kaiser has you in a sleeper hold. How would you like to get out of that?
I think to say the hold isn't great. Literally.
Yeah, maybe have your arm underneath or something. You blocked it somehow.
Yeah. To kind of duck down underneath, a kick to the back of the knee so that he drops down, so that I can give a straight kick then to the chest.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I think there's a real roll actually. For that. So straight roll for Volestorm.
Okay. Oh shit.
You fucking leather him. I'd say like it's a proper like so again Kazero, so because you've kind of like stung Kazero with a few elbows, he gets to see Kaiser gets a steeper hold on you. You take his knee out and you like proper scream and fucking hit him in the side with a ribs, and it looks fucking sore. So he's winded for a while, and like Kazero then's gonna come in here. So I'm gonna take, because you got a critical there, to your credit, I'm gonna take this as just a roll for Kazero here. So it's a 1-on-1 roll. So let's see who wins out. And Volestorm wins the roll. So this is between you and Kazero. What would you like to do?
I think. Okay. One of the ropes go for flying head scissors.
Head scissors. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, well, this will be a luck roll, so it's the -2 stats, but
oh shit.
See how it goes.
Is this not going to go well?
No, it doesn't. So what you'll do is you go for the head scissors, and Kazero basically going to catch you halfway there essentially. So you're going for the rotation, but he's going to like kind of power out of it. So essentially,
it's probably a bit of power bomb, isn't it?
No, I think what he's going to do is he's going to go there and let's see what he's going to do. Yeah, I suppose Powerbomb is the kind of the more sensible option there. It's an easy enough choice. Yeah, so I'll go for the Powerbomb on that, and I'll make that a power roll in that sense. So straight roll. He doesn't get it actually, so you'll wriggle out of the Powerbomb. So we get a separation spot from there. So no momentum earned, and we want to our next spot then. So this is still with Kazero, because Kaiser will be back in for the next roll. So still 1-on-1 with Kazero. So what happens next? That's an 11. Kazero rolled 10. Two very close calls again. So yeah, far away. What would you like to do?
Okay, Violet suddenly remembered. These guys are bigger. It's not going to work.
Bigger and also slightly far away, but that's a separate issue.
Okay, Ted. So she's going to go for the drop toe into the figure 4.
All right, so you're going to go for a figure 4 on Kazero, right? Work roll, +2. That is almost critical. So you get your momentum out of it. So Kazero's going to need a positive roll to come out of it. And he does get it, to be fair. But what I'll have it instead is Kaiser to basically break it up. So he'll just
You had to pick all the ones with K, really.
I know. It was it wasn't the smartest choice in the world, to be honest.
Just once there's not 3 of them.
There is.
Well, not anymore, there isn't.
We just made the conscious decision not to put them all together at any one point.
Yes, exactly. Well, it was technically 4Ks with Calvert, but semantics. In any case, so you get the stomp in, and that breaks up the figure 4 attempt. So Kaiser is back in here with K0. So we're back to the 2 rolls. So Kira, give us your.
How many spots have we got left?
2 left.
2 left. Oh shit.
Yes.
Fuck.
That's a 6. Okay, so Kaiser rolled 3, so that's not a good start. And K0 rolled 5. So Kira, you win the roll.
Okay. Right. 2 of them.
So focus on Kaiser, I think, because K0 will be selling the figure 4. And he's a tall one, if that helps.
Okay, so if so trying to figure out what to do with you.
So he might be the case where he might be trying to go for a power move, and you could reverse or lock in something from there.
Okay, if he's going to go for something, I go for like okay, so the spinning kick that the first one drops them to the knees, the second one gets them in like.
Oh yes, I know the type.
One.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, the kind of almost the Daniel Bryan kicks almost. Yeah, okay, real roll on that then, Violet Storm. Straight roll.
Okay.
And that's successful. So you do get Kaiser down to his knees. So K0's down, Kaiser's down. You're looking at the crowd, and they're all saying the same fucking thing: pin him, pin him, pin him, pin him. So it's looking good for Violet Storm here. You're holding both of them off, and then Carlton Titus's music hits. So Rob Midas, take it from here.
How the fuck did I know?
Well, myself and Carlton Titus come out to the stage, and of course Violet's gonna look up at me, and I'm just gonna stand there with a big smile on my face and say to Carlton, go. And I sell Carlton down to the ring, and he's going to interfere in the match. Well, he's going to try and interfere in the match.
Indeed he will. So Titus is going to slide in, and of course Violet Storm, you're squaring off with him at the moment, no doubt, going like, perhaps eye to eye. So
yeah, because Violet's pissed at this point, but it's also a case of not surprised. So it's a case of, right, another obstacle, bring it.
Yeah, totally fair. So it looks like Carlton Titus is going to perhaps have a go here, but just as that happens, you're squaring up. Someone in a black hood slides into the ring. He's got a pipe in his hand, and he smashes Carlton Titus's knee. It's down to 1, gets the other knee, stamps down the other, and Rob Midas going, who the fuck is this guy? So the bell's ringing, everyone's going, what the fuck's going on here, right? So the pipe gets thrown away, and then
who could it be?
Out from the hoods, 2 kendo sticks. So he holds 1, offers Violet Storm the other. Do you want a Violet Storm?
Tentatively, because you're not going to say no to a weapon until she knows who the fuck is in the ring.
So she takes it anyway. Eventually, Tyson starting to get up to his knees, and this mystery man leathers him with a Singapore cane and offers you to do the same. So Rob Midas is going like, security, get this, whoever the fuck guy is, get him out. So as that's happening, he slides out into the audience and rips off the hood, and it's Kyle Decker. Mild shock. Who else could it have been?
Oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh my God.
So Rob, what's your actual reaction here?
Well, you know me.
Mm-hmm.
There will be that momentary. It'll be that. But then it'll be, I'm not going to say anything. There's no point in me saying anything. There'll be, and then there'll be, And I'll just walk away.
So as you'll meet eyes with Decker here at the moment. So it looks like you're kind of walking away. So the camera points to Decker here. He's got on his phone here. So he starts kind of fiddling about. He's kind of holds it up to whatever it is, and something starts playing on the Tron. So as you're walking up, you see something playing on the Tron. Then it's like, the fuck's going on here? So it's something like this. Hey Midas, it's your old buddy called Decker here. Sorry, you had to excuse the shaky cam. I didn't exactly have a hard camera to go with here. Right now, it's February the 4th. It's about 10:15 p.m. You're currently out of ringside enjoying the Hell in a Cell match yourself, and Carlton doing a fine job there, by the way. But you seem to be kind of busy here, so don't mind me. I'm just checking out backstage just before I go, you know. Looks like your office there. Well, it used to be my office, funny enough, but you know, the keys still, don't I? So don't mind me. I'll just let myself in. So let me just set this up here. I want to get this good view here, Rob. So let's see. Hopefully you didn't change the password. Yeah, you didn't. Typical. So, Rob, you've always said you always like plans, you always like little schemes and so forth. Well, I've got another one for you, pal. I had never any chance of losing to you, no matter this day or the next day. Just print this out real quick. That's grand. By the way, I must say, after you got the deal for Cyrus and Wayne sorted out, thanks for keeping your signature on these contracts. It's really helpful. So don't mind me. By the time that you see this already gone to the VCR network. It'll be cut and printed, and everything will be done. So you can take the general manager role, and I'll just take this wrestler contract to the VCR network and put myself back on the roster. How does that sound? So, Rob, thanks very much for your assistance tonight. But let me just make one thing very, very clear to you. I'm never leaving Future Wrestling. Whereas general manager or a wrestler, I am staying right here. And you can rest assured, you can throw as many goons as you want. Give me your James Rages. Give me your Casey Coles. Give me anyone. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be a thorn in your side until you kill me. See you next week, Rob. And the footage cuts off from there. So that cut plays out. Decker's already vamoosed, and Von Storm has vamoosed in the confusion as well, leaving you on the stage, Rob Midas, looking not angry, but just disappointed.
His face. Yeah, I've said it twice now. I've said it twice now. The very, very start of the show, I felt there was something wrong. I said it after Cutter's promo, or there was maybe another promo. I said there was something going on, and now it's proved that you've got Cutter after me, you've got Violet Storm after me, and now you've got you coming back as a wrestler after me. I feel.
Are you feeling attacked?
No, I wouldn't say attacked. I feel like, shut the fuck up, Cutter. Okay? I will burn your fucking waistcoat, you prick. I feel like it's just not going to go my way. Whatever plan is being hatched here. And you know what? I will go with what Kira said. I am feeling a little bit attacked, but that's just a typical recording of the RPG for me, because that's all it ever seems to be for mucking me here, is that Jer gets attacked. So, I'm just going to roll with the punches here, you know. But
no, fair play, yeah, fair play to you. So with that, then we cut the commercial on that, and we wait for our main event. Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is your main event of the evening, and it is for the Future Wrestling National Championship. Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 191 pounds, he is the reigning Future National Champion, Silver Fox. So Fox, talk us through your entrance.
So yeah, basically I walk out and I have 2 championships in my hands again.
Oh, that works.
Funny how that works. But I'm looking at them. Obviously, like I'm gonna pose with them. Gonna do the usual. Then I'm gonna start strolling down to the ring and get into the ring and do a pose with the belt again. And then I hand the tag belt over, but I keep the national championship in my hand.
Okay.
And I wait.
You wait then. So, indeed, that's exactly what's going to happen. So, you wait, and the music hits of your opponent, actually. It's Rob Midas. His music hits. Rob, you've had a very busy day.
I have had a very, very busy day. So, obviously, everything has happened. Everything has transpired. The Decker and Violet Storm stuff has just happened a few minutes ago. So, noticeably, I am not in a good mood anymore. The start of the night, it was in a fantastic mood, and now I'm not in such a good mood. So I'm pretty much storming to the ring. Mm-hmm. I get into the ring and I get a microphone.
Glides enters both his quad softball.
Sorry, I'm not Vince McMahon. Okay. I have mechanical legs, so fuck you.
He's in Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Jesus, Metal Gear Midas. That does sound like a
Metal Gear Midas.
Yeah,
that's a $1 million idea.
Like
Metal Gear Midas. There you go.
He doesn't have a solid snake, but that's a separate issue. Carry on.
There's no. Hey. There's nothing wrong with my fucking snake and go as solid as it wants. Okay.
Hideo Kojima is going to burst in through the window in a minute and assassinate him for the idea.
Right. You know what? I haven't had a great evening. I haven't had a great night.
Who was that? Who did that?
Could have been anyone. You don't know. Could have been anyone.
Because I know little Moni Pants here would blame me. So I just categorically want to say it wasn't me.
When you're ready, Jerry.
When I'm ready, yeah. Thanks, cocksucker.
Come on, Mr. Promo.
Oh.
I've not had a good night. It's not been a good night. I started off happy. I was general manager. I was the one in charge. Damn it, I'm still the one in charge. And I don't care who comes back and signs a fucking contract for a wrestler's job or challenges me or comes at me. I'm the one in charge. So you know what? I'm just going to give the people what they want. So, Silver Fox, you're going to be defending your championship tonight against a man who really wants an opportunity at a championship. A man that really wants his shot. So tonight, right here, right now, in the middle of this ring, your opponent is... And the music plays.
Wow, that's perhaps the biggest challenge Silver Fox has had so far. But Rob Midas is setting an ultimatum, if you like. Let's hear what happens. So, weighing in at 369 pounds from Part Unknown, Connor! Lordy.
Just before you start, sorry, I have to go now. About 47 minutes after I should have been gone. Good night, lads. Thanks very much. I'll talk to you later, okay?
See you soon, man.
Bye.
So I walk past, I'll go out, I'll stare at Midas on the ramp. I'm gonna give him a little nod, but I don't. This isn't me saying we're cool now. I want to make it clear that you've given me a title shot, but this isn't enough for me.
Yeah.
It's
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
It wasn't the title I had in mind.
Yeah. I get what you did, I get what you did, and I can kind of respect the authority in it, but and all that stuff. But you know, whatever. So I'll give him a little nod, but it'll be more of a like, you know, we still have business.
Yeah.
And with that, I'll turn around and I'll just make my way down the ramp, all business, kind of loosen up the wrist, all that stuff. Get in. What I'd like to do, and Foxy, please stop me if it's not in your character or anything like that. I want to go straight over, get into Silver Fox's face, we'll have a little face off, and it's not like over the top, it's just a little kind of face to face. And him, I want him to slowly just raise his belt up and just show that he's champion, and I'll just give a little smile, nod, and kind of go back to my corner.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like it, lads.
Like that.
So, yeah, lads, this is our main event. This is for the future national championship. So, guys, you have 11 spots. So, 11 spots. I just like saying the word 11. So, please roll your dice, if you please.
Oh, Jesus Christ. 6.
Oh, 6 to start.
Better than mine.
This is what happens when you have two honest players playing. We should start cheating more.
Yeah, to be fair, it would be nice. Nevertheless, lads, Cutter, you start.
And Kira, to be fair, Kira is an honest player too.
Yeah. And Casey is an honest player, you know. You have a few honest players. Yeah.
All right, I take back what I said. My point is moot. Okay. Okay. I was wrong. Fucking hell. Thanks,
check your shit, Dennis. All right. Check your shit, okay?
Okay, so Spot, I'm not honestly nothing physical at the start, because this wasn't technically the match I wanted. I'm still going to partake. I'm still going to give him my best. Foxy's obviously treating it very serious because it's a big challenge, but I want to go into the ring. Me and him had interactions before, so I want to offer my hand to him, and I don't want to turn this into a spot. I want it to be a legit handshake.
That's fine. We'll count that as one of the parts of the match. So it'll be well, do you know what? Funny enough, we haven't ever actually done this in the RPG, but it is part of the working. This is a babyface move, Dennis. So it's a +2 roll. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
We don't do that much. But
I rolled snake eyes.
That is hilarious.
A fucking 4.
Did I botch a handshake? I just go and jam my thumb into my eye. Go.
You go for a handshake, you just like slap him by accident. It's like, sorry, silly Cutter.
Baby face move, yeah.
Well, no. What happened is it looked like genuine or something. I don't know. Like
it's a 4 in total.
4 in total. Yes, it's not a botch. You're cool. Okay. You can botch a handshake.
Okay, thank God.
I wouldn't call it a botch. I'd allow it. Like,
yeah,
given the context of why it is, it's like it's a handshake. Yeah. It's not a move.
Okay, all right.
Right, that's
Please may that not happen again.
Get that one out of your system. That's
hell. Everybody else rolling fucking 12s and I get snake eyes. Fuck me.
Had to happen to someone.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Everyone gets 1. So, right then. So that's the first spot done somehow. So, go again, lads. Let's hope it's better rolls.
8.
That's better.
8 as well.
Ooh, roll again, lads.
Roll again. 8 again.
Consistence. I love it.
10.
Okay, Foxy.
Oh, the Fox.
Right. So we go for the handshake. Fox, I think like if you're going to go for the continuity, you're holding the handshake maybe and you take control from here. So what would you like to do?
Yeah, so it's like the hand is out, the handshake happens, and Cutter goes as if like he's gonna walk away, but I'm still holding it. I'm still holding it now. I'm not trying to be like fucking go over
just
here.
Showing you're not intimidated by me.
Yeah, I'm just showing.
Yeah.
No, like this is serious. Like, and I'm taking it seriously. I just hope you are.
I like that.
So like, I don't let go of his hand, but then when I do, I go to swing. Now he can duck it, and then we can start going into stuff from there.
Sure.
So because I don't want it to come across as like a cheap shot.
We're both face, right?
Yeah, both face. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So what if you you hold it? We kind of both like, you know, grin, laugh knowingly or whatever. We kind of go to turn away, but like we both have the same idea: turn around and attack. Yeah. You go swing. I'll take off the ropes, and you can. I'll duck 2 and take 1 if you want.
So for this to work, I think, especially with babyface. So it's like, okay, then on the hand, we got to walk, but as it comes back, I throw, you duck, you hit it, you hit the ropes. As you come back, you're throwing yours, I duck it.
And you take off. Or do you want me to keep going? Okay.
Yeah, you're going to keep going.
Yeah, okay.
You're trying to get me with full momentum of it. It's like, right, I ducked that, so we both have ducked one. Now it's just like, oh shit, who's going to get this one? So it's basically like a quick fucking, like, almost like a running spot, like of exchanges. Yeah. But obviously, like, fucking someone has to get the upper hand.
Here's a suggestion for you. Yeah. Take it or leave it. Okay, do exactly what you said. So I'll duck 1, hit the ropes. You duck 1. I'll come, but as you duck that one, you take off the other ropes. We'll come at each other. From that, you'll go up and fucking head scissors me.
Yeah, sure. There we go.
Grant, that'll be a luck roll, Foxy, +1.
Right on. Fucking need it.
Ooh, you did too. Close.
Yeah.
Close enough. Yeah, but you get the momentum out of it. So, guys, give us your next roll from there. Let's see what happens next.
7.
10. Split.
Foxy, you take the roll. What would you like to do?
So I've hit the Rana. He hasn't bumped. He's stumbled though. Again, he's gonna probably use the ropes to stop him.
Do you want me to feed to the corner?
No, feed. Like when I hit the Rana, you're gonna stumble, but you're basically at the middle of the ropes.
Okay.
Because I want to spring off the corner.
Okay.
And as I come back, I'm gonna try and fucking big victory roll. Not victory roll, big fucking like sunset you.
Okay.
So like I'm basically springing, diving over.
Oh yeah, catch and then roll into it. And presume going for pin, right? Yeah.
Yeah, going for
pin. Yeah.
Right.
So like
that'll be
what you will. You can either like grab it last second, or you can actually grab.
Well, depending on what you do with your roll. So you go with the roll.
So it's a work roll then, Foxy, +1 to see if it's successful.
Sorry.
Again, just about like so. Yeah, you do get the momentum out of it, and it goes to Dennis to basically kick out. Any roll will do, Dennis. To be fair, so once it's a positive roll, we're happy.
7.
That'll do. 1, 2, and he kicks out from there.
I wouldn't even give it a fucking 2. That'd be a 1.
Yeah,
a 1.
After a hot start like that,
yeah, like especially with it being like literally just barely got it.
Yeah.
That's just fair. Like 1, boom, he's got it.
And it's kind of like, clever. I like what you did there. Type of deal. So, yeah, grand, lads, give us your next rolls. Let's see what happens next. 11. Good roll. Better than Foxy. So, Dennis, this is yours.
Okay, so I want to go directly. I'm keeping the pace up. So, kick out.
Yeah.
I'll roll back. He'll stay in seated position. I literally roll back onto my feet, and I just want to boot him in the face.
Ooh.
Boot to the head.
Yeah,
head.
But while he's sitting, so it's like one fluid motion, get me down, sunset, 1, kick out, roll back, boom.
Love it, lads. Yeah, look roll for that cutter, straight roll on that.
10.
Successful. You get the big boot, and it is indeed a boot to the head, as tradition states. So, guys, give us your next rolls from there.
8.
That's
yours.
It's yours. Yeah, it's yours. Yeah, go for it.
Boot to the head. Like he's gonna really catch me with that one. So, I want him to go for something. I'm gonna move, and then when he like misses, I'm gonna
What's your end game? And I'll tell you how we can set it up.
Very fine. I'm thinking that you've hit me with the boo. You're probably going for something. Don't know. It could be knee, leg, whatever, or elbow. But you miss. You take the bump. I roll. And I'm going to use the momentum to spring moonsault onto you.
Okay, so how about this? I hit the boot. Look at you for a second. I'll give you the Iggy, hit the ropes, and go as if I was going to hit a big senton on you. You roll out away. I flat back. That gives you your roll up. Do your springboard.
Grant.
Yeah, grand lads. Look roll for that, Foxy. +1.
Right up. What the fuck?
Critical.
Oh!
Aren't you glad I didn't fucking do a pin on that?
Yes, absolutely. So critical on that, and you get your audience for it. So look well, and that this whole pace is working really well for you here. So give us your next rolls. Let's see what happens next.
7.
Okay, Foxy.
Snake eyes.
Snake eyes, right. Away with that phone. Dennis, this is your spot.
He's hit me hard.
He's got to go with the moonsault anyway. That's a start. So maybe
hit you with the moonsault.
Okay, I'm going to. Okay, yeah, I'll make, yeah. So he hit me with a moonsault. He hasn't pinned me, so I'm going to start like slowly clutching my midsection. I'm going to start feeding up. He's going to be kind of, I don't know, waiting for me to come up or whatever. I'm going to start feeding up. I want him to come over as if he's going to bring me up. But what I'm going to do is, as I'm on my knees, I'm going to catch him in the fireman's carry, and I'm going to get up to my feet from the seat position with him still on my shoulders.
Sure.
And what am I going to do? I am going to a throwback. Hit him with an old wasteland.
Oh, that is a good callback. Power roll +2.
Okay, come on, you fucker. Ooh, 7, needed it.
7, but you get the momentum out of it either way. So it's a good roll for you either way, Cutter. So do stuff on that. And then we wait.
Now we wait.
We take a mid-match commercial with a Tope Suicide. Right. Tope Suicide. Mamma mia. That's what he says, isn't it? Yeah.
7.
Oh shit. Sorry. Decided to go to a different website. 10.
Dennis, the roll's yours. How do you follow up from the wasteland?
I'm going to sell the midsection a little bit, so I'm going to kind of take a minute to catch my breath a little bit. What size is Silver Fox? Is there a big size disparity here?
Yeah. Compared to you, yes.
Okay.
Think of it, I'm my normal height, but you're fucking like what, 7 feet?
Yes.
So yeah, there's a very big difference height-wise.
Okay, so if I you're there, I sell midsection. If I make my way over to you, again, sell the midsection, I'm out of breath, I'm kind of winded a little bit. Make my way over to you. Just fucking hand down on the throat. I want to almost deadlift choke slam him.
Yep.
So did you know that I kind of take him up directly and fucking straight back down. I'm basically trying to knock all the wind out of him so that his speed can't get me.
Makes sense. Yeah. That's a power.
I need to slow it down to my pace, basically.
Your speed, yeah. No, totally fair. So
8.
8 makes it a 10, so that's a successful roll and 1 minute per quarter. So next roll, guys. Let's see what happens.
5.
Ooh, not great.
4.
Oh, Dennis, it's yours though. You won with a 5.
Going off the logic of the match, I don't know if this is a spot or not. I probably should have included it in the last one, but I should go for a pin there.
Well, you could have gone for a pin there. You'll get like a token kick out, so you can take it from there anyway. So
okay, so take it as he did kick out.
He did kick out, exactly.
Okay. Grant.
Part of the language of the match, So
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So okay. What I'm gonna do is what spot are we on?
We have 4 spots left.
Okay, so we're
5 spots. No, sorry, I'm right again. 4 spots. Ignore me.
So we're past the halfway mark.
Yes, we are.
So right. I need to try and keep weakening them up. So I'm going to at that I'm going to feed to the corner,
mm-hmm.
and I'm going to start G'ing up. I want him to feed up in the middle of the ring, and I'm going to take off, hit him with just a huge running big boot.
Big boot,
in the middle of the ring, and I'm going to again go for the pin straight out of that.
Right, so that'll be a look roll, Dennis. Straight roll for that.
8.
Successful. So the roll then goes to Foxy. Can you give us a positive roll? Can you kick out?
What do I need?
I certainly hope he does.
Positive roll. An 8 is solid enough. So anything will do there.
There we go.
And
perfect.
Kick out a 2 from that. So
my whole idea was that you kick out. I want to start I want to show your heart as well at the same time. So
yeah, that's fair. It's totally fair. Right, lads. So next roll then. Let's see what happens next.
Holy fuck! Oh Jesus Christ! I should have taken and just left it on the 8, 6.
Well, you still would have beaten my Foxy's roll, so it was a 9.
It wouldn't. I was pushing a button. It was doing that thing where obviously I wasn't pushing it like correctly or something, and it was like just stuck on the 8 from previous. I was like, oh fuck! I should have left it there.
Exactly. So Foxy, the roll's yours either way. So you've just been hit with a big boot. You kicked out. What happens next?
Big boot kicked out. I want him to almost set up as if he's gonna go for it again.
Okay.
And I want him to swing for it, but I'm gonna duck it, hit the rope, but I'm gonna do a I'm basically gonna do the Chris Hero. I'm gonna do the rolling fucking kick, like the spin into the boot.
Could I make a slight suggestion to that? Just from me, rather than me G'ing up to do the kick again, could I maybe get you up as if I was going for Armageddon?
Yeah.
But when I have you up for the suplex, you go down behind me and fucking hit the ropes and same thing, just a different setup.
That sounds better, actually. Yeah. Do that.
Good. So that's a +1 luck roll to you, Foxy.
+1.
Yeah, +1.
On a fucking need it.
Successful. Whoa. Get the momentum out of it. Okay, so lads, next roll. Let's see what happens next.
9.
Good roll. Can Foxy beat it?
No, 7.
All right, Cutter, it's yours.
What have you hit me with? Sorry.
The Chris Hero, his spinning his cyclone boot.
Oh, a big boot essentially, except okay. So I bumped off of that, obviously. So where are you in regards? You're just standing. Okay.
I wouldn't say you bumped, but like you fucking definitely done the damage.
Days. Yeah. Okay, well then I have an idea here. I want him to. He's done the damage. I want him to actually hit me with another one of them. I'll still spin around, feed again. I want him to G up. He's going to hit me with another one. Come at me. I'll fucking. As he comes at me, pick him up. Big old Farouk Spinebuster.
Oh, love it. Plus, that's a power roll if I've ever heard it, Dennis. +2.
10.
Critical at that. Get your audience out of that, Dennis.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Lovely stuff, lads. Right then. We are very close to the end. Give us your next rolls, lads.
7.
Fucking 7.
Right, roll again, lads. Go again.
Oh, Jesus. 5.
7 again.
Aye, Foxy, you take it. So you've just taken a massive Farouk Spinebuster. How do you respond, pray tell?
Massive Spinebuster. So basically what I want him to do is he's hit the Spinebuster. I'm I've torn myself, so I'm face down, but I'm slowly like kind of like trying to get myself up.
Mm-hmm.
So I want him to go as if he's going to lift me for a big fuck off German.
Sure.
But instead, I want to actually him to lift me, but I'm going to reverse round him from it.
Oh, nice. So I'll almost go for the German.
Yeah.
And as you're up here, you catch me, Poison Rana. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, then. Okay, so that's a luck roll on that then, Silver Fox.
It's 12.
Oh! Right. So, again, it's interesting. You can go for the Poison Rana. He'll kind of go for it, but he doesn't get the rotation. He won't budge Cutter. So, Cutter, do you have a chance to reverse here? It's pinning off, by the way.
In that case, what I would do is he went for the Poison Rana. Go for it. He hangs down.
Mm-hmm.
I'd lift him back up.
Yeah.
And I'd do the electric chair, except not just the drop back, the one where he goes front and I sit out.
Yeah.
Down.
I like the one, yeah. Another one. That would be a power roll with that Cutter then.
And with that reverse, go straight into a pin from there, obviously, with how it's laid out.
Fair point, yeah.
Is that power? Please
power, yeah. Yeah,
so
it is. It is definitely. Yeah. You get momentum out of it, and it's a 9. It's a not 7 to answer Foxy, so a positive roll will do.
Yep, thank God.
1, 2, kick out from the electric chair drop, and one last spot, lads. So give us your next roll, and this is after
before the finish, is it?
Before the finish, last spot before the finish.
Do you want us to? Oh, last one before the finish.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought you were saying about the.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Pitchy
7.
thing.
11. Cutter, you get the last roll. Make it good. Make it count.
Jesus, I kind of had.
Pressure's on now.
I don't know why I had to expect Foxy to win. Okay, he's kicked out. He's selling. I'm going to be on the ground as well, kind of shocked, like he kicked out of all these big moves I've thrown at him. Fucking hell. One sec. Okay. I want him to start feeding up again. I'll go over to him.
Yeah.
I'll be like fucking going like, just stay down or whatever. And I want him to basically do the whole Shawn Michaels Undertaker thing. I want him to essentially still show he's not scared of me.
Yeah.
And what I'm actually going to have him do is I want him to slap me in the face.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look back like I'm angry, but then I want him to kick midsection. I want him to start taking off some forearms. He's going to go hit the ropes. And as he comes back, big old black hole slam.
Oh, nice. Yeah, fair.
Very fucking nice.
That will be a power roll, Cutter. +2.
I fucking needed it again. 7.
Ooh, that could be crucial.
Fuck me.
That could be crucial.
They're not going my way tonight at all.
Well, we'll see now. We'll see. So, Dennis, you're in the ascendancy here. So, what would be your finish, hypothetically?
Well, after a big move like that and after that particular spot, because we've kind of shown what we needed to show with it, what I would do is essentially black hole slam, and I would, I think, look at him as if I was going to go for the pin, but since he's already kicked out a pin several times from big moves,
yeah,
I'm going to think better of it. I'm essentially going to go around and fucking lock on Hajime and just
go for this.
My whole finish would be I don't want him to tap. It's a pass out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's like a referee stoppage, because then he has reason to come back for the title if he wants to.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be my idea.
Yeah. How about you, Foxy? So you've taken some big power moves. What would be your finish if you wanted to retain?
I want so like I'm almost going to taking some of Dennis's idea. So basically, he's doing the exact same thing where he's like, "Come on, stay down, like stay down, like don't make me hurt you." And just like eventually, it's just like I'm still selling up, but like that's when I'm just gonna like, boom, big slap. Then I'm just start going to fire up on him, like proper fire up, shots. But in this scenario, it's surprising him. Like this kind of fire, it's just like boom, 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 boom. And fucking in order to be, because I'm not going to try and fucking lift him for stuff because he's too big for it.
Yeah.
So basically I have to rely on like other things. I am trying to think of a logical way to.
What's your finish?
Because not mine requires lifting. Both of mine.
Well, how about okay? Again, tell me if you think it's crap. But you do your fire up like you were saying, exactly like you said. Fire up. Hit me a couple of like I don't know. Hit me like we were doing before, like the big boots, but do something different, like an insecurity or something to take me down to one knee. When I get down to one knee, then take off the rope, shining wizard, and fucking 1, 2, 3.
Actually, I got one, and I don't know if it'll actually, it should still work, but I'm more taking into account your height, really. So like do the flurry, but like eventually, like I kind of get you like stumble down. I'm gonna hit the rope. I'm gonna hook you as if I'm going for DDT, but I'm actually flipping over you, so you're coming with me.
A flow over DDT, kind of a flip DDT.
Yeah.
Flip DDT, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm using my momentum
I
kind of like that. Bring you with me.
I've seen that move once and I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Right, that's fine. That will work as your finish then. So, in that case then, momentum-wise, Silver Fox, you arrive at the end of this match with 5 momentum. Cutter, you're on 7.
And you use it all, obviously.
You're all using it all, okay.
No. Yeah.
So this is for the title. Foxy, set the pace with a +5.
Okay, let him spin first. What is it?
It's an 11 to beat. It's not a good roll. Dennis.
What does that equal? Oh, I think I got it. 6.
You have it. You matched it.
Yes!
You matched it. Okay.
I had to do maths really quickly.
All right, Dennis. Take it home. Talk us through the finish, and we'll make it happen.
So it's after the Black Hole Slam. I'm sitting there. I make as if I'm going for the pin, but I stop and kind of go, no. This lad is too much. So I essentially just go behind him. He's kind of getting up because again. Nothing will keep him down. So he's kind of feeding up, but as he does, I just lock it on, have him struggle a little bit. I want him, he feeds over to the corner as if he's going to do the flick around, you know, and kind of cover me up, but I drag him back, lock on the grapevine, take him down, and wait until he passes out.
Yep, and the referee will call it there like that then. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by referee stoppage, and the new...
Finally, a single
Future Wrestling National Champion, Cutter! So post-match, I'm going to release it fairly quick. This is face and face, so I'm not going to be like locking it on for ages or anything like that. And I'm obviously going to get the title. I'm going to be very, very happy with that and all that. I want to find a camera, no microphone. Just go up to the microphone, to the camera, and just say, Midas, you and me aren't done. It starts now. My promise still stands. And at that, I want to turn around. He's coming around. I want to stand there and I want to extend my hand to him again in a sign of respect. I'm going to leave it up to him what he does from there. So the whole ending would be I'll extend my hand. If he accepts it, it'll be a shake of the hand. He'll roll out, let me have my moment, and
wrap up.
Yeah, fair, yeah.
But if he doesn't want to, that'll be his call on what happens.
No, I'm gonna like boot you to the head, and fucking like.
Nut shot.
No, I'm not wrestling. No, but like literally it hasn't come to like you roll back in the ring. Just like I'm basically assessing like what's happened and just like and do extend my hand for the handshake and then raise your hand and I leave.
Yeah. We're left with Cutter in the ring then, soaking up the adulation. Well, folks, it shows you how things can change in 1 week here in Future Wrestling. Last time we saw this man in the middle of the ring, he was a bloody mess inside a Hell in a Cell. And you can see there, that scar still hasn't healed. But what really does help with that healing process is some championship gold. And Cutter has broken his duck, if you will, and is now a singles champion here in Future Wrestling. As you heard from the camera there, he's not satisfied. That ambition, that hunger is still there. But the national championship, which has been proven to be a very successful opportunity for people to conquer more gold, has certainly proven that to be the case for Silver Fox, for the likes of Conor Locke as well. And maybe for Cutter, this could be the start of a new path for him. And if Rob Midas is watching along, maybe he's impressed with his handiwork. But you have to imagine how the dynamic is backstage with everyone else looking at this now as your new Future Wrestling national champion. It's very going to be intriguing to see how this goes from here. But folks, we are out of time for tonight. It's been an incredible show here. And we'll have details on the next live special next week on Future Wrestling. But until then, I've been Mike Dublin. We'll see you next time on the VCR Network. See you next week. Doors open.
Evening, Gaffer.
Good match tonight, Liam. Sorry, you'll have to bear with me. I'm currently cleaning things out here.
No worries, mate. I thought you weren't actually leaving, though.
I'm not. I'm just downsizing a bit to down the corridor. I probably didn't need half of this stuff anyway, so...
Fair enough. Gaffer, this is going to be a weird one, but could I possibly ask you for something?
Depends. If you're looking for your title back, it's a little bit late for that.
Nah, mate. I was cool with that. It has nothing to do with the match or anything. It's just, is there any way you could book us and Morgan together?
Feuding again? No, I don't think so. I was happy enough with the program you two had already.
No. I don't mean that. I meant as a tag team.
Teaming with Morph? Bit of an odd one.
Well, I know it'd be a bit sudden since the whole Wraith match, but I'm still feeling pretty shit about the incident a few months ago. I fell for Kylie's wind-up and Morgan didn't deserve that, so I picked on him unnecessarily and I kind of want to make it up to him. I know you don't listen to rumours that much, but some of the boys are worried the likes of him are going to get targeted by Midas people, so in a way I want to protect him, keep an eye on him in case shit does hit the fan.
That's a pretty unusual pitch. So if I said I wanted to book a rematch between you and Fox for the title, your thoughts on that would be?
Not interested. I'm 22, mate. I'm in near us for titles and accolades. Yeah, I can read the room, Gaffer. If I make good on my mistakes and give Morgan some backup, if things come to a head, then I'll have done right by myself. Don't get me wrong, Gaffer. I appreciate all the opportunities you've given me since I've started here. And I wouldn't be near as big a name otherwise. But for now, I'd like to do something for someone else. It would mean a lot.
I'll tell you what, Liam. I'll let the creative committee know of your pitch. Subtly enough that they'll take the credit for it. Should make it easy enough to bring green there.
Cheers, Gaffer. Appreciate that.
No problem. And Liam?
Aye.
Keep an eye on him, yeah?
Will do, mate. Count on it.
Goddamn busy tonight. Come on in.
Hey, Decker.
Oh, hey, Mike. You just missed lock. Well done out there. You guys killed it. Does it feel good being double champ again?
I guess so. I was hoping not to carry around so much gold, but
it's not the worst complaint to have, is it? I know I'd be buzzing if I was winning that many titles.
yeah, hasn't really sank in yet, though. I guess.
Maybe. Anyway, you got something on your mind?
Well, yeah. I need someone to be honest with me, and how I'm doing here.
How you're doing? Remind me again, who's the double champion on the roster?
That's why I'm asking. Are you just doing this to keep me relevant? Is it just a way of you keep me around because I'm otherwise nothing but a paperweight in your wage budget?
Wait, what?
Come on, man. I know you're renewing contracts soon. Be honest with me. Have I got a future here or not? If I'm just being given titles without deserving them, then you can keep them. I'm only taking someone else's spots. Give it to people that actually earn them.
Mike, remind me again, who was the first champion of this promotion?
What's your point?
It was you. And how long did you hold that belt?
All season? Why?
Now, ignoring the fact that if I thought you were shit, I wouldn't have signed you, why would I give my first championship to someone I don't rate?
Well...
And then the season after, why would I have him holding 2 different divisions on 2 different storylines? I got these something I do for someone I thought was subpar in the ring.
I guess not. It's just that Rose said he got the inside track and that the network was trying to move me on to free up some of the budget for other people.
Okay. Your first mistake was believing anything that man says. He's got a silver tongue and he's trying to unsettle people here since he started, just so his family and stooges can get a bigger paycheck. Your second mistake is something you've been doing for years.
And what's that?
You never believe in yourself. Ever since I've known you, you've been convinced you're not good enough to hang with the best. And if you ask anyone else backstage and they think you're fantastic, versatile, I can book you in cage matches, backyard spots, cinematic shit like tonight, and everyone believes it. Fuck it, I could take the mask off you and have you ref a match and no one bat an eyelid.
Huh?
Look, mate, the reason you're given all of this gold is because up to this point, no one else has. That's their mistake, not yours. Next time you see someone like Rose try to chat shit, stand your ground and back yourself next time, rather than someone else you don't know.
I guess you're right. Thanks, Decker. I guess I needed that.
Happy to help. Say, you heard anything from your brother lately?
Not for the last while. Why?
Oh, no reason. I can't seem to get a hold of him. I wanted to have him involved in the match, but I think the stunt double did the trick, eh?
Yeah. Wasn't too bad, I suppose. But yeah, haven't spoke to him in a few weeks.
Right. Well, whenever you do, let him know I've been asking for him.
Sure thing. See you around, Decker.
Sure. Have a good night, Fox. Oh, for fuck. Everyone leaving their shit until the last minute, is it? Doors open.
Go ahead there.
Oh no, ladies first.
Not if it isn't our 2 main eventers. How's the head, James?
Just a few stitches. Not as bad as the glue job Jones is getting done right now.
Yeah, not surprised, but he insisted on it. You happy with the match, Annie?
I could ask the same of you. You're looking pretty cheerful for someone who's lost their job.
Like I said a while ago, I'm just moving offices. So, something on your mind?
Well, I don't know exactly what James wants, but I want to know what my situation here is. Casey's still being booked as champion, so I want to know what the plans are for me.
I'd like to hear that as well.
I think at this stage, James knows better than I do.
This shit again, Decker?
Nah, I'm just winding you up. Truthfully, Annie, I don't know what the plan is yet. This committee meets every now and then. I pretty much just get the minutes now. I'm no longer in the room, so to speak.
That's not exactly the answer I wanted, Adam. I said to you before that if this doesn't get fixed, I'm going to walk. I'm not going to take being politicked out of my spot lying down, and I will absolutely spill everything if I have to.
And I said to you at the time that you'll need to be patient. A lot could happen in 2 months.
I'm with Annie on this, Decker. I know she was hard done by, and that's an issue in and of itself. But a lot of the boys aren't happy with Wayne being signed. Now, I don't know the guy personally, and honestly, I don't want to know him. His reputation is in the gutter, and from spending 5 minutes with him, I can see why. As for Cyrus, what's to be done with him? Is he back to normal, or is he still in your bad books?
Yeah, well, I guess there's no point hiding him now. Cyrus and Wayne got signed by Rose's group. I'm not sure of the exact deals, but I know Cyrus is full-time. Wayne isn't.
And yet he's allowed water backstage as if he's part of the show?
If it was my call, I wouldn't let the fucker park his car. But I can't do anything about it right now.
Decker, this is ridiculous. If fuckers like him are getting deals, then I'm walking as well. I'll even tell Midas to tear up whatever agreement we have, because I'm not working with fuckers like him, and neither should anyone else.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Glad to hear that 2 people are willing to walk because one scumbag gets a job here? Are you out of your mind, Adam?
Hardly. Did you happen to overhear any of the conversations I've just had? No, I suppose not. I've been trying to clear my desk out for the new general manager. And in that time, Liam walks in saying he's willing to give up his push to make sure Morgan's not getting bullied by anyone else. And then after that, I find out that Fred Rose got Mike doubting his abilities to the point that he's going to leave the show thinking he's taking someone else's spot.
Never a dull moment with you, is it? I guess that's why you're general manager and not me. Sorry. Was.
No offense taken. But I will say this. You've got a good bunch here. Perhaps the best I've ever worked with. And they're all willing to work for each other and make something bigger than themselves. Which is this. We all want this to succeed. But to have it work in the right way. No politics, no backstabbing. That's why I kept myself away from everyone. So no one gets dragged into the drama. But it was naive of me to think that it would be possible.
If anything, you just made it happen out in front of everyone. Real smart move there, Adam.
Annie, you remember the show that you debuted on?
Sure. I got dropped in last minute after Sarah pulled out.
Right. You remember what that place was like? The venue, the locker room being full of cliques, how the show was run?
I do. It was a shit show.
Exactly. Compare that to what we have here. It's worlds apart. I don't want the likes of Wayne here any more than you do. I hate the man. I think he's a piece of shit. Which is why I fought tooth and nail to keep him out. But he's here now, and we have to deal with that.
What are you going to do about it?
I've done what I can. I can't go any further. You can. And you, Annie. And Liam, Fox, Morgan, Jones. We all set the standards for ourselves. The higher that standard goes, the quicker people like him sink. But it's hard to do that. To get to where we want to be, we have to put the work in. I'll try to, but there's only so much that I can do.
That's why you're leaving this? To get closer to the action, be more hands-on?
Something like that. I need to see things properly for a change.
Oh, God. So where does that leave me then?
Don't worry. You're still in charge. Can't exactly replace Judge Rage, can I? I'll just handle the paperwork. Deal?
Deal. But Adam, this better work.
Ditto. Enough of this politics bullshit.
Agreed. Hang in there. If this all works out, You'll have a promotion to be truly proud of.
For your sake, I hope you're right. Have a good night, Decker.
Likewise. Safe home, you two.
You know, I don't think I've seen this office as busy. Is everyone giving their tearful goodbyes to their former commander-in-chief?
Not quite so melodramatic, but they've got concerns, as you would when there's been a changing of the guard.
Understandable, but don't worry, Adam. The show is in safe hands.
I really wish I could believe you in that.
Oh, believe in the plan, Decker. This is going to work. You have no choice but to trust me.
I'm well aware. Anyway, my notes from tonight's show are on the desk there, along with the provisional card for Martin to sign off on. Your committee sits tomorrow, right?
I believe so.
Good. There's 2 angles I've got earmarked as a priority. See to it that they're greenlit.
I'll see what I can do. Anyway, I think I'll get myself settled in here before retiring for the night.
Have it your way. I'm calling it a night.
Oh, Adam, before you go, might I ask you what the password is for the PC?
It's Leroy, all lowercase.
Ah, of course it is.